Hello and welcome to the Thaumaturge. Episode 2. Can we tame some more salutors? Or will we die? Probably both. Who knows? Here we are, stream part B. It was bulked. I checked it. It says it's alright. It says it's alright. See, it looks alright. It's okay. So far, it's alright. What are we doing? Go to your family home in northern... so here we are in northern... where we've got to go home, which is back there, but I just want to have a look around. Welcome to northern... Rose, why? Aye. Need to ferret out the patsy, apparently. Okay. Why, it's glorious Rose. How was 7 days, my dear? It's the Queen of Screams and fears no ghosties, haunter of the paranormal, and is now completely fluent in robot Swedish. And explosions, because, yep. Explosions are a thing. It's Moose, and he stands naked at the end of a horde night, his armour all tatters at his feet. He's always ready for the fight, the needs of the bases he did meet. Bakes cookies so mean and true, brings all the joy to me. Rose and you, never set straps for his teammates tough. This has to be someone who's good enough. It's the beautiful one of a kind, well enough. Hello, Rose. Yes, thank you so much for the raid. Unnecessary, but greatly appreciated. But that terrified the shit out of me. I was not expecting it. I was just talking about how we're exploring northern sea, where our family home is. And we just found this Daily Courier. Classifieds. Doing all right, exhausted but good? I know the feeling well. I make clothes, costumes and gowns in keeping with the latest designs that I stocked up on in Paris. Bolowska, 150 Street. The Warsaw Music Society invites you to a concert at Reduta Halls featuring mixed choir. Course for young people. Street. News. The supreme decree of the language of instruction in the kingdom's private schools was announced. Manifestations in Moravia's Brno. A well-known thaumaturgist is dead. The body of Raymond Kinley was found near Tower Bridge. A mutiny broke out between the Austrian cruiser Panther. Broke out on the Austrian cruiser Panther. A meeting of Danish ministers on the candidacy of Prince Charles for the Norwegian throne was held in Copenhagen. All right. Unnecessary my butt. We all need to rub up against a definition of lovely, which is, of course, Rose. I know. You're quite right. Rose is the definition of lovely, as is Mull. So we love you both. We do. We love you both so very much. Can't run in this game. Hello. Please excuse me. All right. God can pardon even a magician. Apparently he can pardon some terrible people too, because... he has. Right, let's carry on around. There's a lovely line there. I don't think I'm going to find anything else. I'm just remembering what the buttons are. That's the button to look for stuff. Ha ha! I remember. Let's just go to the family home. It's really awful weather and I don't like being out here. It reminds me too much of Northern Ireland, only not as wet. Yeah, there's not as much green here as there is in Northern Ireland. Where am I going? Let's go up these stairs. Yeah, they're not suffering from black ice. That is true. They're not suffering from black ice. Anyway, we're at the Shulsky family tenement house in northern... let us see.
Young Mr. Shulsky, after all these years, goodness gracious, you're drenched.
Good evening, Grażynka.
Evening. My, you're soaked. Come to the kitchen now. You can warm up by the stove. And that drunken judge, maybe you can drag him out too.
Where's my sister?
In the study, already waiting with the lawyer. She said you were running late. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Yes. 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 Tell her to make some cocoa for Ligia.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time.
Oh,
It's
enjoy your
lovely to
tea and
see you
pea.
again.
Always
But
good.
that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Okay. All right. Summer said he's... yeah, cocoa, please. It's actually cold now. I don't blame you. He struggled for a long time with simply surviving, but with his better half, he's always finding the trust he seeks and he finds in you opens his mind for a different view. So close no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. We're blown away by his true form. It's the one and only Summer of Corn. Hello, beautiful. How you doing? Hello. How did he actually die? In his sleep, apparently. Well, I heard he had an awful accident. He was crushed by a building. I don't think he died in his sleep. He was walking along the road and a building fell on him. So unless he died, he fell asleep before the building landed on him. The portrait depicts father in his twilight years, the serious expression on his face, the proud posture, and the grimoire in his hands, combined with the dark background and lack of embellishments. It all reflects the strictness and pragmatism he always had. Good old Stanislaw. However, a faint red streak can be seen around his figure. Apparently, artists are particularly sensitive to seeing things that usually escape the human eye. This one should receive double emolument for capturing the thaumaturgic aura. Alright, fair enough. His dad was a bit of a douche. No. What? That's weird. Read, Warsaw Courier, Evening Extra. Here is the latest news on the riots that disrupted His Majesty Emperor Nikolai II's speech today. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Grigory Skalin as the new Governor-General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite our reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control, however. A few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. Okay, that's not what happened, but okay. Only 1 was arrested. Pietra Vironin.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today. But you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia, forgive me, and for shooting you as well.
Wait, what?
How are you doing?
Shot him?
Just some heart
Oops.
problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
I made Nitty a hot whiskey yesterday. She wasn't feeling too good. That's why we didn't stream yesterday. But, she fell asleep not long afterwards. Oh, hello. Read. 365 dinner recipes for 5 zlotys by Luciana C. Capon or pullet with sausages. Clean and pluck the capon while warm. Burn off the remaining feathers and knots over the fire. Slice off the giblets to add them to the broth. Rinse, salt throughout. Roast on a spit while coating with butter. When finished roasting, put a large spoonful of sausage butter inside. Sprinkle the top with breadcrumbs. Douse with liquid butter and fry in the pan. If you don't have a sausage, a piece of butter with pepper will do. You can also put the sausage butter in the capon once it's on the platter. Sausage capon. That's what Henry would like to do in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Sausage capon. That sounds so wrong.
make sure it's the tea stuff, otherwise you're on the other side of weird.
Yeah, you don't want the other side of stuff. Grasnia's liqueur recipe. Queen's liqueur with amber. Pour a pot of ripe, duly picked queen's fruits into a 4-gallon demijohn and pour in a light cooled syrup with 6 pounds of sugar and 2 gallons of water. Add 10 pieces of amber, stir perfectly, and add half a gallon of your best spirit. Seal and place in a moderately warm place out of the sun for 10 days, stirring several times per day. Shaking the demijohn after 10 to 12 days. When the clumps are sunk, the liquid is completely clear. Pour into bottles, cork tightly, and keep in a cool, dry cellar. You don't need to heat up a coaxial cable, Game Daughter. It's fine. You can just use it straight away. It's the destroyer of cucumbers and the dirtiest of the mine. She's the wenchiest of wenches. And always asks, where's the cucumber? She's the one and only fast food joint we want to visit. It's a wenchies. Let's be real. We all know I live on the other side of weird, considering moving out, though, because getting more and more crowded. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a bit full on this side. You can... You don't move on that side with us, because we're on the same side as Mull. We're in the weird lands. The hinterlands of the weird lands. Oh, we're on the cooler side of weird, are we? Right, okay. Let's have a look.
I'm glad you're here.
Yep.
I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stashio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince
Quite right,
liqueur
Kimberly.
with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Making cocoa for me
Now,
and
I
Lydia.
don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
I mean,
I love Uncle.
I like the guy. But he says, I don't want to trouble you either. But... And then he troubles me.
Yeah, but this is the fun Uncle.
He's... He is. Bust of Morana. The stern countenance resembles that of a human, but with a callous gaze. No trace of human emotions. I just muted my mic for some reason. The Queen of Winter scrutinizes you, sending a shiver down your spine. It makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you and go... that's my favourite kind of abyss. It's the only kind of abyss. If this is a fucking tenement, this is the nicest tenement I've ever seen in my life. Tenements aren't this nice. I'd love a place like this. Good God. This is amazing. This house is incredible. This is a fucking mansion, not a tenement. Good God, this place, look, this living room alone is bigger than our flat, including our bedroom and bathroom. What the fuck?
We'd need...
Good God, this is huge. Oh, look at that kitchen. Oh my God, look at that kitchen. Oh, I'd murder for a kitchen like that. Good God. All right, let's have a look around down here. Hello. Mother's portrait. A portrait of Mother from her youth. She stands proud, wearing a white dress and a silk scarf thrown over her exposed shoulders. Her long dark hair flows down her back, and she glances at the viewer with a piercing smile. Bare skin and a frivolous hairstyle. That's not how I remembered her. Nadia as a young, unkempt maiden. It's hard to believe. This shocking vision of the painter must have been created from a previous era, a time when hearts were stirred with violent emotions, poems were created to the sound of a storm, love stories had to end tragically, etc., etc. Father actually commissioned such a painting? Apparently he did. Apparently at one point he did indeed love your mother. Oh, no worries, Game Daughter. You go get yourself switched over. That's more important. A bottle of red wine from the United States. Hard to get. An inability to articulate, brought on by great surprise, clings to the bottle. It was difficult to mouth even a word of gratitude for the unique gift. Words got stuck in the throat, despite the adoration from this particular liquor. It is a favourite beverage, but an unwelcome gift. So, Ligia got him a gift and he didn't like it. What a miserable bastard. Your daughter buys you a gift, you say thank you. Or maybe that was a gift for Ligia. Don't know. Love you guys too, Game Daughter. Take care. Sauvignon de Bordeaux. A bottle of white wine from southern France. An expensive beverage popular among the aristocracies. Not so much anymore. You go down to the local bar and you will see. Some woman who is barely out of the gutter says, "Oh, I will have some Sauvignon Blanc, please." The wine carries the aroma of peaches, apples, and a certain amount of conviction that a relationship between two people is beginning to take on a romantic edge. A beverage enjoyed by the upper crust, given to a man by a woman. Ooh, hello. Somebody was getting something nice. That's a bit weird. All right, let's have a look at this bottle. A small bottle of quince liqueur with amber, a beverage for true connoisseurs. The bottle exudes the sweet aroma of quince, the sincere joy, I'm sure, of an upcoming meeting. It is a beverage that brings people together and sweetens the bitterness of everyday life. An element of a ritual that two old friends would eagerly indulge in. So this is for Veronin. Okay. His dad had... Well, it was Veronin. His dad was good friends with his uncle. Every bottle found in the Solstice cellar contains a credible beverage. Uncle Veronin wouldn't disregard any of them. Well, he wanted the quince. We'll give him the quince. I'm not going to give him some random... he sent me down to get the quince liqueur. I'm not going to turn around and go, "Here you go, here's some cheap vodka." He's going to be like, "Well, that's not what I asked for." Here you go, Veronin.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Here you go, you old geezer. Have a bottle of liqueur.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasia and I used to say.
To an easy death.
How did he die?
Hasn't Ligia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Hell no. Drink to an easy death. I could propose my own toast, but I don't think I want to, because it might upset Uncle.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? To Stasia?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasia and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both.
Oh. Although you did just throw that into your cheekbone.
Obligation fulfilled.
Can't we hold
Shall
on?
we get to the reading of the will?
Ask about Shajat.
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for
Hayat.
Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Yeah, go on.
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
Oh, go on. No, let's hear out the lawyer in silence.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my
Giving us
brother-in-law
the death
and
eyes.
oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Ask if your mother's getting
Now,
along.
Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing.
I'm serious.
There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Wow. Okay. Congratulate them both and say you'll wait in the kitchen.
I wish you success with your business and your hunting. I'm going to have something to eat before heading off.
Just a moment yet, Mr. Shulsky. Your name is also mentioned here.
A last-minute plot twist.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning
It doesn't it?
it's
The
disappeared?
Black Grimoire.
Did
Okay,
father
turn
have
to
his
17.
grimoire on him at the time of his death?
Yeah, right. Sounds like a good metal
It was
album
only
too.
because of the
Black
grimoire that we could
Grimoire.
identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
I'm sorry. Did you say a building collapsed on top of him? Well, we already knew that. So we already knew that. Ask about about your father's death.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
Stas.
That sounds suspect as fuck.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did this happen?
Where did it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway,
Śródmieście.
you can miss it.
Okay.
So that's where it is. I've seen this place. I'd rather not imagine what condition you found Father in there.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Emphasize that karma comes back. Will be nice to Ligia, so even he didn't deserve this.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
There was a really cool doll on the wall in the background there.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How typical of his sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitsus, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty.
Aboritse.
You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
Ask about Mordecai Chayat.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Who's this Ivan Konechkin, who's dodgy as fuck?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konechkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konechkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
Admitting the building's probably a good lead.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
No, we'll have to look through Father's
There
dinghies.
are Father's things at the moment.
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
She doesn't want me to nick anything. She doesn't trust me.
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
Go nick all the
I'll see
sweeties.
you out.
What type of store they've got?
That's it.
Clothes,
Goodbye,
maybe?
Uncle. And, Ligia, I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Yep. Sorry, Ligia. Effectively lost her mother at a young age because the father's a douche. Lost the douche. Can't listen to that. It's a song. Well, I'll listen to it, but Chopin Nocturne in B flat minor, Opus 9, number 1. You guys will have to go and look that one up. I've got the music turned off for obvious reasons. Shulsky family portrait. Our family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884, and Ligia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Ligia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there barely breathing for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more restrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family, one hand resting patronisingly on the back of the chaise longue, asserting his ownership, the other holding a grimoire, the black grimoire. Behind father, a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Baelberith. Baelberith, sorry. The family is complete, so Baelberith was his salutor. Uppur. Hello, Uppur.
How do you find your old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if the shark is
Yeah,
still
it
there.
does sound like that. At least until the dad
Perhaps
threw
we
him
should
out.
go there and check.
Okay, so we find out more about your father's dying moments. Something on the table. A wooden mask representing a salutor known as Shurale. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that father had plans for Shurale, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Oh yeah, it definitely sounds like the parents were involved, drew them into the fight between each other. Books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Sounds like my old maths textbook. I used to sit there poring over it for hours and hours and hours, trying to get meaning from the words. And I couldn't understand a bloody word it said. It just came out with all this babble and gumption. It was weird. Anyway. A leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from father's trips to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Alright, sounds like he was fairly well travelled. Letter. The human heart is worth more than all of the riches of the material world. Tonight, S.R. Letter addressed to father and signed with the initials S.R. The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have seeped deep into the paper. Mysterious woman. What if that's the mysterious woman that left him the bottle of wine? Oh, book. Collection of books on the occult. The titles include Pseudomonarchia, Daemonium, Lemageddon, and Pictrix. The grimoires of historic occultists brim with a paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages full of annotations in the margins bear the marks of frequent reading. Frequent weeding, too. His heart beating with excitement, Father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. And bears, apparently. He expanded his horizons of bears. Woe to you on earth and sea, for Joey sends the beast with fury and with wrath. He knows that soon Diablo will be free and will beat him with his magic staff. Let all reckon the number of the beast, for it's the human number of 666. Raising for the fight like it's a giant feast comes the hero stocking the secret co-level. It's Joysaurus Rex. A little blue squidgy bear as well. Curious bears, the bringer of joy smiles. Fair warning or fear, if you're an enemy, he'll hunt you for miles. How are you two? Chilly. Very chilly. Yeah, I'd love those books. Those would be good. Let's get some good occult books. That'd be fun. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something, hunting for salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to thaumaturgy. The only thing I still don't know is where it led him. Okay. Stanislaus' last will. Blah. Yeah, exactly. Cult books. I didn't write any cult books. Yeah, we have danger ice. It's like normal ice, only more dangerous. No, it's wet and slushy. Yeah, we didn't really have any snow. It snowed, but it didn't stick. It never does. Pseudomonarchia demonium. Compared to Crowley's Ars Goetia, there are 3 fewer demons. No evidence that all demons are salutors. Bathium, a false lead. Purcell, a false lead. Anton claims to have subjected Orobas, mere boasting. Marcosius, expect it to take on the form of a wolf with the wings of a griffin and the tail of a snake. According to Duplancy, he takes the form of a wild lioness. Interesting observation by Crowley. Demons are unexplored fragments of our minds. However, in appearance, it resembles an ox with wings. A lead for Sabnok? Unknown. Okay. So, he was looking at demons. He was. Charred letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living, Ligia. I'm begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my dominatrix. What? Something you got to head on? No worries. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you so much for dropping by, you glorious individual. We love your face. We do. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislaus' death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My duties in Paris keep me from travelling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama. So she definitely lost her mum as well, because her mum just doesn't want anything to do with the family. My letter from Rome, July 1896. Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. It does me too, but I don't have a sister. As I wrote before, I have found suitable candidate. However, I'm still struggling to reach his floor. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him, vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. P.S. I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. Oh dear. His family is broken to fuck. The Polish Gazette, Evening Edition. Obituaries. At the cemetery in Montmorency on Sunday, the body of the distinguished writer and citizen, the late Sveriana Duchinska, was laid to rest. A handful of compatriots escorted the coffin amidst the pouring rain. The funeral service was very modest. In accordance with the wishes of the deceased, the sums allocated for wreaths were deposited in the coffers of Claudia Potoczka Charitable Society. The late Antony retired, aged 91. The late Barbara aged 45. The late Stanislaw Shulsky, entrepreneur, aged 63. Warsaw Funeral Company, M. Taiska, The company arranges funerals, exhumations, and the transportation of corpses, a factory warehouse of metal and wooden coffins, mourning hats, crepe paper, and a vast selection of items used in the time of mourning. Okay, so that's the Pseudemonica Demonium, illustrated encyclopedia of the hierarchy of demons. Ooh, it's known as the False Monarchy of Demons. Is a grimoire that contains a list of demons and the appropriate hours and rituals to conjure them. It was written by Johann Weyer and first appeared as an appendix to De Prestigialis Demonium in 1577. Similar to the Ars Goetia, the first book of the Lesser Keir Sonneman, famous grimoire that contains 72 demons and their seals. Right, all right then. Now goes the Thaumaturging. Seriously, it goes somewhat. Read. Thank you. My Letter from Paris, 1896. Picks out a bicycle from 4 pictures in a set. They're spawning a bear they'll never forget. Has a talent for building you simply must see, though of traps you'll never be free. They help bring magic to a dystopian wasteland, burying undead and fallen in deep sand. They may make beeps and sometimes use motors. They're seriously not a robot, despite the rotors. If you think you're tough enough, you're sure to find they spawned at least one bear you've yet to find. That's not what the letter said. That was just me saying hello to Seriously Not a Robot. What the letter said was, Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Rayford Morton, whose last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. A very interesting case. He spends his days hunting for moths, cockroaches, ladybugs and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them and says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the Lord. But I don't think he means the Saviour. I can yet reconstruct all of the details after the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He, as the king of hell, with his host of demons, with the shadow of his penitents, called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. Victor. So, what's the guy's name? Renfield Morton, the guy that serves Dracula. That's who this is. It's a reference to Dracula. Okay, that's pretty cool. That makes me happy. Bathroom. Hello. Nothing in the bathroom. Good. I didn't want to. There's no mirror in the bathroom. None whatsoever. Hello. Bust of Sirin. Sharp avian features bear a wild, disturbing kind of beauty. They make you want to fall into her clutches and be lulled into an eternal dream by her sweet song. Yet her cryptic slight smile makes subconscious primal part of your being cower away from the predator. But isn't a soul the only fair price for the bliss of giving yourself up to that enchanting creature? I don't know. Depends. If you don't get to enjoy it, what's the point? Alright, let's have a look around. Examine. Serious photo. Very serious photo. Straight back, stern expressions, noises in the air. 2 boys that are just trying to meet everyone's expectations. Something went wrong here. Oh dear. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's head down.
Oh my, that sure is noisy.
It is the telephone. Hello?
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Why is he calling?
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes, 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
He's like... He's... Yeah, I like Grigory Rasputin. He's so good. Everybody's gone. Metal spiders, though. Well, that's the best thing. Ah, factory's not worth it. Wait, did you say giant metal spiders? Okay, we can allow it. Yep. Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of coca. All of a sudden, Ligia is reading a book in the fireplace. In front of the fireplace, not in the fireplace. She doesn't sit in the fireplace reading a book. That'd be weird. She's not Ember. Yeah, she isn't a little fire sprite. I am stacking and building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. And then everything goes to hell. Well, shit. Okay, fair enough. Cack. Poker. Love a bit of cack in the morning. Let's continue to look around. Hello, my dear. Have some liquor? Go on. Liquor is not alcohol. It's more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine. And since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. That's a great photo of his uncle. Great picture. This is a great picture of his uncle. We leveled up. We're very drunk. Hello, Gresnia. Hello.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yes.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
Ask about Ligia.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it.
Get it used to herself.
She's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
Okay, ask about father's death.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
He wasn't, though.
That won't take long.
That won't take long.
So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
I like her.
Another
Grażynka.
time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Oh, she's lovely. We like Grażynka. Yeah, I bet she'd be really good at hugs. Yeah, the coco's are going to be strong. That's for damn sure. Ligia.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
Ask her about the company.
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all,
Yes.
it's your heritage too.
Assure her that she can count on you. Yeah, we're going to help her.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
Comment on her smoking.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
Okay.
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
I admit that she's brave.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yes. Let's ask about the woman's trace you found in the study.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Ask about Rumantseva?
Who is she?
Sewa?
And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw.
What is a soiree?
What's a soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Very funny.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick.
Yeah.
We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
What's wrong with what's growing on my head and face? You mean old cow. You mean old woman. I don't like you at all. I hope you fall down a hill. You horrible, horrible git. There's nothing wrong with what's growing out of my face. I'll have you know it's got a certain je ne sais quoi. It's yeah, okay. Who are you?
Are you lost?
Fuck.
Don't try to be a hero, and it'll be all right.
You're outnumbered.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
Burglars? You bastards. What are you doing in here? Alright. Yeg. Focus. Up here to disable this guy's trait. So let's improve Thaumaturge for a moment. Let's take up Agony. Finish them. Yep. Can't upgrade any of these because we don't have the stuff, but that's okay. Oh, tea, please, my dear. Tea, please. Right. Powerful mind makes you lose focus instead of taking damage. No. Makes every enemy attack deal the maximum possible damage. Yeah. Okay. 8 to 9. None of these have got particularly... yeah, I guess we stick the Salutor does damage over time. Or the next Salutor's attack is increased by 50%. And I guess makes every attack deal maximum possible damage, which is 9 instead of 8. Woo! So glad. Pride is getting increased. Vehemence is getting increased. Nice. Beer and Bukovac. Alright. Let's start the fight, boys and girls. So you're going to be the one that attacks first. I need to get Upir to attack you. Remove focus in negative states. Reduces focus. Using health points, terminated skill. The more health points, the higher the damage. Well, he's got lots of health points right now. So let's hit him with that. Let's also hit him with an old wound. And now let's hit him with the next attack by the Salutor. You see, the next attack from the Salutor is not going to actually do that much. So let's hit this guy. So the next Salutor attack does good damage. He's going to get an attack in. Ow! Bastard! Okay. Increase the damage from the next attack. Well, this guy's only got 5 health left. He's done in 2 rounds, at the very least. But let's hit him. I mean, we could just finish him off with a quick attack. Let's get Bukovac out to hit him with that one. And then you, we're going to hit you with an old wound as well. You shit. He's dead. Sorry, buddy. You're dead. So he's got 3 times suffering. If I hit him with this, he's going to have 4 times suffering. Let's go with Pierre. And let's hit him with that, which will give us some health. Okay, my dear. Hydrate, posture, and stretch will do. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's a bit brave. He's showing his nip-nips live on the telly. What a weird thing. Oh, dear. So he's going to be a problem. His damage is reduced by 80%. His damage reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. Need force 4, but I can't do either of those. All right, well, I'm going to have to work on this dude, because he's going to be the one that's going to be... If I work on knocking his focus down... Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to do any damage to this dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Granddaddy upward. Now this dude, I'm just going to hit with... Yeah, I hit him with that. And then... Hit him with... Oh, actually... No, you. I'm going to hit you with more focus. Doesn't he? Oh, you bastard. Okay. Let's hit him with that. Switch to Bukovac and... Actually, let's hit you with that, because that casts Suffering on him. And then I've got Bukovac can do a bit more damage. Yeah.
Go in and attack.
Okay, let's focus attack. Switch to up here. Focus attack. That should take him out in terms of his focus, so he'll take the bonus damage next. The other guy I can't really do anything with focus-wise. So we're going to hit him with 60% chance of dealing double damage. That should, even with his trait of reducing damage by 80%. Oh no, it's temporarily disabled. Ah! Oh, he's done then. Yeah, he's definitely done. He ain't surviving. Let's remove all negative status from him. Oh, he's out. Out for the count, buddy. Out for the count. Yeah, wicked sick. And let's try that twice. I don't think this is going to work, because his focus won't go down. Yeah, it's not going down at all. But that's okay. He's got 1 health left. Let's just punch him. Right in the schnoz.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, some unscrupulous bastards wait for a funeral and then, you know, oh, there's a funeral happening. They'll be, you know, drunk and not remember anything. Let's go and rob that place. Yeah, they did stab my clothes quite a bit, didn't they?
Stop.
All right.
Don't forget to save.
Oh, yeah. Save time. Thank you, my dear. Stream. Overwrite. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, so we've got visit a barber and get the tailor to do stuffs. Journal. We've got visit Rasputin at 7 Pavaskowska Street. Pavaskowska Street. There we go. I pronounced that perfectly. Find out more about your father's dying moments. Visits. Let's do... Oh, the availability of this quest is limited. We'll do that one then. So there are timed missions. We want to do those then. They don't pay me enough. I'm sure they don't. Oh, actually, hold on. What's up here? Hello. So we're looking at a building. Hello. Cool. Oh, there's two lions in front of it. Where have we seen two lions in front of a building recently? Is that the church we were at a moment ago?
This is a bit police station yet, have we?
No, it wasn't a police station. Yeah, I think there was a church over here, I'm sure of it. Because there was the priest in the garden. Yes, here we go. No, it's not that one, because that's a round building. I don't know. It's a weird one. I don't rightly know. But let's check the map. It's probably a load of... Oh, there's a point of interest down here as well. Let's head on down. Oh, what's this? Entries. Okay. That's conclusions. Stories, salutors, The Black Grimoire, Daddy's beloved black magic book. I didn't expect to inherit anything, least of all his black grimoire. Too bad it went missing, honestly. Was I worthy, or was it a joke? Let the prodigal son go looking under the pavement while the book is at Warsaw Charity Society. Yeah, that sounds more like Daddykins. Let's check Baelberith. Baelberith, my father's first salutor. Probably not the only one. Perfect match. An ancient idol mentioned in the Book of Judges. Secretive by nature, keeper of vegetation and master of insects that he can command in order to protect people from diseases. According to Ars Goetia, Baelberith belongs to the circle of greater demons, just like father. The flaws that attract him are, much like with Upir, those related to the heart dimension and the sensations of the heart. Pride, blasphemy, conscientiousness, but with also consistency, stubbornness and ambition. Contentiousness, I think that is. Baelberith has gone. He left with my father. Where? We don't know what happens to salutors after a Thaumaturge's death. Perhaps they become wild again, unhindered by the pact with their master, but the flaw that used to tether them is gone, so maybe they just vanish into the void too. Okay. Fair enough. Petya Voronin. My cousin Petya has changed a lot. Perhaps we all have. He's no longer the skinny kid with scraped knees. We have never been close, despite it being of similar age, maybe because of our differing personalities. Grajnia, the good soul of the Sulsky household. When we were kids, she would patch our threadbare clothes and bandage our bruised elbows. She was closer to us than our own mother. It's nice to see her in good health. Svetlana Rumenitsia, Seva. A mysterious woman exchanging letters with my father. Was Svetlana Rumenitsia Seva a lady in waiting in the Tsar's court? Well, situated, I don't think my sister is too keen on her. Okay. Pavisla. If someone seeks true decadence, they should go to Pavisla. Here, one can only find crumbling buildings, bleak river waters, faces marked with illness, hard work, deprived of joie de vivre. When I was a kid, I didn't come here too often. Hovels patched with decayed boars are mostly inhabited by workers, porters, small-time craftsmen, coopers, dredgers, and women of easy virtue. Measly shacks, much like the haggard human beings, seem to huddle together to keep at least some of the heat from escaping through the window slits. But do not look to your neighbour for help. These hard-bitten creatures struggle mostly for their own survival. Cold winds from the Vistula penetrate everything, smothering all spirit, extinguishing the flame of encouragement and hope. The only comfort comes from knowing that everything will pass, lost in the abyss of time. Our home. Home. There was a time when I wouldn't question that word. Home was here, where my mother, father and sister were. But now, I don't feel at home here. Everything looks the same. I know these paintings. I recognize the faces in the portraits, the wallpaper patterns. And yet, everything is different. Draped in absence, void, memories of the past. I will never see my mother fixing her hair at the dressing table. No one is browsing old books in Father's study, and in the hallways there are only the spirits of the carefree children who now try to find themselves in a new reality. I remember that my mother and father were sometimes invited to parties at the Imperial Hotel. How excited my mother would get. It was all she would talk about for the next few days. How exquisite it was, how beautiful, how expensive. Nothing seems to have changed since then. You have to be an aristocrat or possess a fortune to rent a room here. Oh, it's doing that thing again. I hope it doesn't do that all the way through. That's really annoying. Alright. Wazowski. Okay, so there's some building works and a shop. Okay. These are weird things to have photographed. Very weird things to have photographed. Yeah, slice of life type thing, maybe. Maybe. It's locked. Okay. Hello, can you spare a penny? Probably. There's no job in this country for people with my education. Well, you shouldn't have gone into computer science. It's a wasted career. Don't do it. Or philosophy. Well, no, because you can always be a pizza delivery boy if you've done philosophy. Do computer science, there's nothing. There's no jobs. Nothing. None whatsoever. Hold on. There's a thing. Hello. Bigot's Diary. Warsaw is sinking further and further into the depths of moral decay with every passing year. Streets that were once inhabited by modest and pious families are now turning into a hotbed of the worst individuals. For example, my neighbour, dear Miss S, told me about a woman who rents an apartment in a tenement house on 7 Rununska Street. She's an opera artist who is visited by many rich men. She has an abundance of gowns and lavish furnishings in her apartment. Recently, one of her many patrons took her on a foreign trip to Japan. Her ilk ought to be ashamed to show their faces in public. Okay, handwritten page with worn edge. Looks as if it fell out due to repeated violent turning. The content suggests that an opera artist, who's famous for her love of foreign travel, resides at Street. Okay, so we got to go to Street. All right, I like walking around and exploring. I like that with this game. It's good. I like to be able to explore things and see things and go, oh look, things, fancy things, fancy seeing you here, ho ho, and that sort of thing. Maybe less of that. Let's carry on. Okie dokie. Follow this red line. Hello. Did they fish you out of the vis? Wow. Wow, that's a bit mean, madam, considering you're semi-translucent. Hey? I didn't say did they fish you out of the vistula. I'd rather sail away with him than be stuck in mud here. Wow. Wow, it's mean, woman. Mean. I said nothing horrible to you. I just walked by and you're being mean to me. What did I do? Yeah, she gets no biscuits. Absolutely no teas. Why do I want to go around that side specifically? All right, fair enough. Southern Semistry and we'll go to I guess. Safer than the other side. Maybe get run over if you get in that side. Woof woof. Nay! Woof woof. Nay! Okay. Oh. Something. I reckon it's that book. What do you reckon? Reckon it's that book? Yeah. It's that book. Police report. District report. At 11 p.m. I started my rounds from Grzybowska Street. The gate at 10 Grzybowska Street was unlocked and I informed the caretaker. At midnight, at the intersection of Krowelska Street and of streets, I saw a group of Romani who were fixing to pitch a tent near the square. I ordered them to leave. They headed in the direction of Pavisla. I continued my rounds without incident. Michael Gorkskowski. Document signalling a district officer. A Romani caravan recently passed through. Smell of money. A tempting smell. Go on then. I'll punch you in the face. I don't mind. Hands of the pianist. They'll find their way into every pocket. Of the hands of a pianist. So he's gonna pick pockets. That's funny. Hello, my dear. Don't scratch. It's scabbed and trying to heal. Right. Okay. Oh, hello. That's the, yeah. Marana. Hello, Marana.
Marana. Hello.
Okay.
Let's see what brought you here.
Alright.
I felt something. Where is
Vision
it?
on the bank. On one of the riverbanks of Pavisla, I saw a ghastly woman soaked in... I wanted to read that, you bastard! Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? It was around here somewhere.
There's a lot.
There is a lot. I saw a ghastly woman in a soaked slip standing up to her ankles in the water. Marana. The gaze of the goddess of death and new beginnings made my blood freeze. I want to know more about her. Marana. Marana, or Marzana for Slavs, she is the personification of both passing and rebirth. The lady of new beginnings. Scary lady. Nice. Could we get... I mean, that'd be nice. Have the goddess of death as a salutor. That'd be kind of handy. Brochure. Brothers, the 11-hour workdays are killing us. Let's follow the example of the workers in Germany and English factories and fight to reduce them to 9 working hours. Join the strike on September 13. Put down your tools and join the fight for our future. Thaumaturge points. Good, good, good. Okay. Ooh, hello. What's over here? The incinerated wicks have been lit recently in someone's memory. Feelings carrying despondency and doubts about the sense of paying tribute to the dead float in the air along with the threads of smoke. There is no mourning here, just pure resignation. Now, I reckon... Hello. The easel. Unfinished painting seems to depict a body lying on the riverbank. Rust-coloured splashes and sharp outlines convey the idea that determined every brushstroke. Human life is worth as much as the words of a poet written in sand. Poem written in sand, not poet. You don't write a poet in sand. You write a poem in sand. It's a little weird if you're writing poets in sand.
Poet.
You could be writing the word poet in sand, I suppose. Where the fuck does Sergeant Vior get here? We should have been in this corpse in the ice house hours ago. This is a crime scene. Keep walking.
Please,
right.
Step back. This is a crime scene.
I can see that. Am I wrong? Or does the deceased have no eyes?
Yeah, no eyes, all right. And why would there be? He's the fisherman's 6th victim.
Hey, Rogulski, cut the chit-chat. And you 3 steps
Serial
back.
killer.
Go on.
Ooh.
Is the fisherman some local criminal?
Get out of here while I'm still asking nicely.
Ooh.
Easy, I'm going
No,
now.
just
I don't want to bother you.
Thoughts.
Just what I need. A fucking throng of onlookers.
What was that? I noticed the thread. I didn't read that in time. It disappeared too fast. I wish there was a way... Is there a way of changing the timings on things? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Lumen? Stick with Lumen. I have no idea what that does. Gameplay, perhaps? Text, English, subtitles enabled. Density of crowds, low, thank you. We'll leave the story, faster, dialogue, skipping minimap, dialogue, control of vibrations. Sound, 10% music volume. Yep, okay. Mouse and keyboard, controller. Accessibility?
It's a quick save button as well.
Is there a quick save button?
Yeah.
Quick save, F5. Right. Alright, fair enough. Accessibility, colourblind mode, no. No! No, doesn't appear to be... I don't think I've changed anything, but okay. Let's speak to Kayatan.
Move a little to the left, will you? You are blocking my view.
What are you doing?
What are you doing here? Drawing an illustration for a newspaper?
For myself, as a local artist. I'm Kayetan.
Do you specialize in still lives?
Yes, you might say that. Here in Povishla, nothing interesting's ever happened. But there you go. Murders with an artistic twist. Very inspiring material.
Okay, a nice but slightly odd person. He seems to be completely indifferent to things that preoccupy ordinary people. The only thing that excites him is painting murder victims.
Povishla doesn't seem like a pleasant place to live.
Is life itself pleasant? I don't think so. Even those mutilated bodies, they have no eyes. As if the murderer tried to say there's nothing to see here.
You seem resigned.
So you're saying that nothing matters?
Exactly. Once misfortune brought me to this river. I wanted to end my life. But the river wouldn't have me and threw me back on the bank. I decided to stay around.
Told me quite bluntly that he tried to take his own life once by plunging into the river, but it wouldn't have him. How's painting going?
What exactly do you paint?
Dead bodies.
Someone might say the dead deserve respect.
I'm saying that both life and death are meaningless. You are blocking my view.
Alright.
I'll go now.
Alright. Wow. Calm your farm. Calm your farm. Alright, well, we'll come back and look at this another time, I think. Because we've got this timed mission. And I want to kind of get that one done.
Bunch more.
I hope so. I hope there's going to be a bunch more, but yeah, probably timed. Probably a lot of these are going to be timed. Which is a bit of a shit, because I hate timed missions. I hate missions that you can miss out on. Lost list of chores. Buy. Workwear, sweatshirt, daily courier, lamp oil, tobacco. Take care of. Take the clothes to the laundry. Pick up the parcel for Miss Marlufska. Bring it the inkwell. It's the third drawer from the top in the white cupboard. Okay. I definitely needed to know that. I'm glad I looked at that note. I definitely... Oh, hold on. What was that? Hello. Watchman's report. Reporting on the suspicious behaviour of two brothers living at number 2, the Shalnaski brothers, Vauclaw and Roche. Often return home long after the gates have been closed by jumping over the wall. They come back at different times, so before I can catch them in the act, they're already in their apartments and claim to have been asleep the whole time. While Vauclaw smiles mockingly and winks at me with those red eyes of his. Morochi Antiak, watchman of the buildings at Bernaska Street. Okay. A denunciation of the residents of a tenement house written sloppily on cheap paper. Apparently the Sochalski brothers often return to their apartments at night. Okay. Alright, alright, alright.
I haven't been here in a while.
Hello.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Hello, Uppur. When an area is enveloped in red fog, it's a sign that Uppur wants to show you something. Go where the fog is thinner. Stay away from the places where it gets thick, and remember that Uppur doesn't like to be ignored. If you go into the fog, the vision will disappear.
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Okay. No, not that way.
That kid, it's me. My mother thought I'd lost my mind. So did Liga, I guess. And that, as we know, didn't happen until much later. I didn't remember that Aboritze was there too. He must have been. After all, he'd laughed at me later for wetting my pants. It was my birthday. Was it then that you chose me?
Riveth giveth, and the riveth taketh away. Yeah, that was weird. So I spotted Uppur very early on, apparently.
Uppur decided that's it.
Yep, I like this kid. Yeah, you're my person. It's like a cat. Is that what salutors are? They're just cats. Or maybe cats are salutors.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Victor, hurry. We'll be late for Mass.
I'm coming, Mother.
Not that way. Not that way. This way? Okay.
Victor, do you think that when you have a husband, you have to argue with him?
I suppose so. I don't want a husband.
You don't have to get one, but I'm worse off. Grażynka says that when I grow up, she'll find me a husband.
Okay. Yep, there's a bit. Hello, a bit. I was right, it's a church. Thought it looked like a church.
That. The last Sunday before Father stopped taking us to church. Because of me. I accidentally touched the priest's stele as he passed us with a censer. That was the first time I felt another person's thoughts, their intentions.
Oh dear.
I heard the words of someone's confession that the priest was thinking about. It was like they were directed at me. And I didn't falter to share them with the rest of the congregation.
Oh dear.
Mother didn't manage to stop me, and my indiscretion caused the prominent marriage to fall apart.
Oh dear, look at that face. Oops.
My parents' marriage not long after.
It was his fault. He didn't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's a kid. He didn't know how to control his powers. You can't really blame the kid for that. Yeah, not warning him or teaching him, hey, you know, you might have this.
You might want to hold your tongue when it comes to.
Yeah. Let's go to Southern. Yeah, I blame parents. It's always the parents' fault.
Yeah. It's a distinct lack of cats.
Yep, it's distinct lack of cats, exactly. They should have had more cats. Oh, hold on. We've got a letter. Hello, letter. Hey, friend. This afternoon in the Vienna passageway, ask Lecce about the rumours of Professor Zed. Just don't forget to start with the magic words. Cheers. Hastily and likely secret correspondence between students. It says that Lecky can often be found in the Vienna passageway. Okay. Oh, hello. And that's a building. It's domed and cool. Alright. My husband's picked up reading recently. Looks like we got ourselves a reader.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Hold on. He's dead. There's blood all over the... That's weird. Maybe we'll find out what that is later. Strange. Hello, Uppur. Find your way through the fog.
You'll put me in an early grave.
Duh, because it's always the woman's fault when a man starts getting certain notions.
I'm the head of this family and I deserve respect.
Wow, what an ass. Okay.
Father, can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
What an arse. Daddy Dearest was a prick.
Listen, boy. You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a temperomancer. Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart, because only then will they not surprise you.
I mean, I don't disagree with that statement. Oh, there he is.
Rarely did I see my father so furious. He thought that a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Abauretse in the streets of Praga. Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene, like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much. I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then. Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact. But if that's the case, what were you doing here?
Burr. Okay. So Burr was helping us out even when we were young chidlers, it seems. App's still not working. I'm sorry, Nitty. Right. So it's probably something I've done wrong then. Ooh, hello. There's a letter. Denunciation. The mad artist and who lives on 84 Street brings strangers to his house every day and talks to them about the Newski Orthodox Church. They discuss its construction in detail. It is highly likely that they are planning an assassination attempt. I advise you to take an interest in this suspicious person and his shady guests. Wow. Okay, that was a bit of a jump to go from he's a mad artist who has people that talk about church to he's planning an assassination. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, hello. What's this? Admire the view. Oh, this is the bond from the picture that we saw. Okay. More thaumaturgy points. Oh, wait for events to unfold. Maybe I should check the journal. Visit Rasputin. Side quests. Wait for events. The Art of Dying. Yeah, we'll sort that one out in a little bit. Oh, hello. No, that's timed. These are all bloody timed. Oh, God's sake. Time to in the evening. Let's do that one. It's evening time now, right? Cross this bridge. Down this way. We're taking the tram somewhere, are we? Alright, to Pavisla. Alright. So, yeah, it seems like there's lots of timed missions in this. Now, are they timed in that you can't do them at, you know, unless that you've got a limited amount of time to do them in, or are they timed in that they happen at certain times? See, that is the question. Oh, this splits in two. Okay, well, we'll try following this one. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Brochure. Madame Lulu, a tarot master of global renown, receives customers at midnight at the inn under the pheasant, located at 8 Brovarna Street. Okay, small printout illustration depicting a woman in a Roman army outfit. Madame Lulu receives customers at a certain time. Advertisements. Josefa Nowinska's funeral parlour in Warsaw. Yeah, okay. Low prices. We'll bury you in a cardboard box. It'll be fine.
Feed you to the fish.
Feed you to the fishes. Nice, quick, over and done with. As quick as you like. Letter. Dear Ignacy, I'm tremendously grateful for the favour. Without your help, poor Antos would have been lost. You may ask what prompted him to take such a desperate step. Well, it started with a night of heavy drinking and a visit to a tarot reader, all at the behest of that old madman, Kazimierz. It's unheard of. Madame Lulu looked into the cards, predicted an imminent trip to Kazimierz. A few days later, he receives a call to join his father, who has urgent need of him in London. For Antos, Madame Lulu's prediction was that if he put all his eggs in one basket, he would lose his family fortune. Wretched boy panicked and convinced that Madame had made another correct prediction. By the way, I heard that our tarot reader will soon come to Warsaw and will be staying there for a month. You have the opportunity to text her effectiveness yourself. I wish you continued good health. Hope to see you soon. Jan.
Secrets. Not on my watch.
Pages written on expensive paper, hidden in a torn envelope. The letter's contents suggest that the tarot reader, Madame Lulu, accurately predicts the future. At midnight, you can visit the famous tarot reader, Madame Lulu, at Brovarna Street. She has arrived in Warsaw. The rumour takes it that her devotions come true. Okay. Let's go find out who Madame is, and if her predictions come true. Madame Lulu of Street. Oh, hello. Public announcement. Drinking spirits causes death. Vodka causes poverty. Prostitution spreads venereal diseases. Choose health. Use soap. I don't think soap's going to help with venereal diseases. It won't help with death either. Brochure. Brothers. Oh, we've read that one. That's the 11-hour work week. The Madame looked at the cards and her eyes widened in astonishment. Your fate is still uncertain. It's ruled by forces that are beyond our ken. The ending to this story has not yet been decided, she whispered, trembling. Nothing new there. I don't know. It's magic soap. It's bleach. Wow. It's daytime. Good lord.
Right.
Pawn shop, buy, sell, exchange. Pawn loans, pledge, anything. Open from dawn till dusk. Pawn shop. Alright. Go to the collector, visit a barber. She did. She turned it into daytime. She's magic. She's a magic person. Side quest, the art of dying. Find the person... Oh yeah, we'll wait for the events to find it. Secret fighting ring. Find the viewpoint, find the viewpoint, find the... Oh, that's what those are. Right, okay, so those are like mini quests. Find clues about Andruskowitz. Let's have a look at lesson in drawing. Alright, we're going through the side quests. I mean, we may as well. Oh, looks like we're picking up more of them. Pharmacy gauze package. Hygroscopic gauze sterilised. Okay, discarded dressing container. Empty. Adrenaline pulses through his veins, drowning out the concern about his brother. Blood mixes with the dust on his skin and clots at the touch of the ice. The firm pressure on the wound is like a reassurance that he is right there. When they are together, no one can beat them. Today they will claim another victory and reap its rewards. Sounds like those two brothers they were talking about. Maybe they're into, like, fighting and stuffs. I mean, we already know that. But... Doesn't it? It's like you're just sort of running around and there's random missions. Just, boop, hello.
You talk to some
Yeah, yeah. Is good. Wait, just...
That's
thank you.
the safer side.
Yeah.
The side's got knives.
He's sticking... Yeah, it's magic knifey door.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic knifey door. You want to go in through the other side because otherwise you get stabbed by the magic knifey door.
It's the magic defense door.
Okay. Well, I can't go in there. So, whatever part that's got to play... saved. There you go. Alright. Alright. Oop, hold on. There's a letter. Note. Remember, lessons at Ritz moved to 6. Okay. Apartment has been moved to 6 PM. I did. I've got another level up. I can't spend any of them though. So I haven't got any salutors. I need to get another salutor to bring some points up because I don't want to spend them all into the 2 branches I've got. Let's try this one. Warsaw. I'll buy the latest model of the 4-person, slightly used. Submit bids by the 8th of this month at Bruszlowski Hotel, number 20. Dr. Stefan Stamiwowski has returned from abroad. Disease of the larynx, throat, nose and ears. 5 Slaughter Street. Well, why would I want to go for diseases of the larynx, throat, nose and ears? Yeah, if you want to catch diseases of your larynx, throat, nose and ears, he's been abroad, he's got loads of them, he's given them out free of charge. Just come around and he'll give you a quick big kiss. With his tongue. Right in your face. You'll have larynx, throat, nose and ears disease in no time. Brilliant, yeah. You want time off from work? I gotcha, buddy. Drawing lessons. The painter, Konstanty, will take students for lessons. The topic, landscapes of Warsaw. Ask at address blurred. A stained page from a daily newspaper with a circled ad. At Konstanty apartment, one can learn to draw landscapes of Warsaw. But through the negligence of the paper's owner, the artist's address was not included. Okay. Every day at 6 PM in his apartment on 8 to 4 Street, Konstanty gives drawing lessons where you can practice sketching landscapes of Warsaw under his tutelage. Currently, the topic of the class is the Nevsky Orthodox Church. Okay. Nevsky Orthodox Church. Listen to a barrel organ. These simple waltzes have a lot of charm to them. I'd dance if I wasn't Victor Szulski, the grave, cold-hearted Thaumaturge. So he likes the sound, but he's got to pretend he doesn't. Yes. Okay. Ooh, we can go into whatever this is. What's this? Oh, that's the station. Don't want to go into the station. We don't want to go in there. Wait. Changing time of day. Across Warsaw, you can find benches where you can wait for another time of day. Certain events can only take place at a certain time, so it's worth using them.
Let's wait.
Oh. Fucked up.
So, did you miss the city?
I don't know. I can't smell it. I can't see it. Can't hear it.
Let's wait until...
Wasn't it 6 p.m? So afternoon?
So, let's kill some time.
Murdering time. It seems a bit off. But alright. Yeah. Oh, hello. I've got this as well. Boats. I bet that's out near where that murder is. I bet you. I bet you. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. Hold on. Daily Courier, results of the contest for readers. A month ago, we announced the contest for the most interesting and funny anecdote about Warsaw. We received plenty of submissions, among which most were moved by the tale written down by Mr. Antoni Leckie. The humour and levity of writing brought the author of Fiacre Adventure first place in our contest. Once we do a little editing, the text will be published in the next issue of the Daily Courier.
So, say editing, get rid of all the swear words.
Yeah, they need to get rid of all the swear words, apparently. Let's go into this. The Nevsky Orthodox Church, a growth upon the town's tissue. Unfortunately, it's hard to look at it objectively as a piece of architecture. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad looking building. I wouldn't say it was an awful looking building. I've seen worse. That was it. Okay. So these are kind of like little art things and you get a nice picture or something. It's a little strange, but I'll take it. An instruction for an assistant. Instruction for Antos. For this month, buy what you usually do, canvases, paints, turpentine, the usual amount, and double the amount of crimson and snow white. Tell the seller it's will settle with him the following week. No, shopping list, painter, apparently don't disappear, you bastard. Ah, what a douche. Alright. Handful of tips. When you come to work, open the window in the vestibule. I left the keys to the back room in the drawer. When Lulski, long grey beard, one red eye, comes in, don't give him more than 3 pictures or he'll be starting fights. When Leckie, grey-haired, has a limp, comes in, make sure you don't say, in the old days, things were different, or things used to be better, because he'll start talking for hours and sit there until closing time.
Am I a magician or what?
Handwritten instruction for a new employee. Apparently a fellow by the name of Leckie is quite the chatterbox. Okay, Antoni Leckie, who is well-known storyteller, likes to sit in the passageway in the Vienna station. If he hears you mention something about how things used to be, he will seize the opportunity and tell amusing anecdotes about life in Warsaw. Okay. Text goes too quickly. Yeah, I'd rather it just sort of gave us the option to advance by pressing a button. Yeah. It is a bit silly. It's like, right, you want to read this? Reading for you. You are not allowed to read. You are not allowed to enjoy the story. You are banned from reading.
You're banned from seeing.
Yeah, no words for you. You are only allowed quick glimpses of words. You are not allowed to read them or know them. You can only smell them briefly. Word. There we go. It's gone. No more words for you. Poof. Let's go and say hello to the this place. Hello. Oh, hello. Dirty coffee cups. In the dregs, I can still feel the stress that urges the tailor to make more coffee and drink it hastily. I understand. Coffee is better than sleep. To sleep is to waste precious time that could be used for more alterations. I mean, I wouldn't call it better than sleep, but it's pretty good. Imploring note. The note was written by the tailor's impatient customer, urging him to promptly complete the order. Otherwise, they threatened to revoke their advance and ruin the tailor's reputation. What a dick. If you're going to get stuff done, let the tailor do his job. Incomplete tailoring designs. There is a staggering anger radiating from the patterns. Desperate hands tried to sketch something valid, interesting and original, to no avail. All that's left is chaos and impatience. It's especially not better than sleep if you're having trouble sleeping. Exactly. If you need sleep and you're having trouble sleeping, coffee does not help. Like I'm having. I haven't slept in days. This is where the tailor's ideas come to fruition. There are individual threads of focus left on the mannequin, being ripped apart by customers' visits. All the ideas that aren't good enough are rejected. Nothing but more alterations. Oh dear. The tailor has a steady hand for sewing, but his head reverberates with the lack of ideas. He needs inspiration, as frustration and impatience won't breed any good ideas. The way things are going, he won't finish the job or find creative peace. Screw that basting stitch. Right, okay.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
Okay. Mention his lack of inspiration.
I couldn't help noticing you're struggling for inspiration.
You've got a keen eye. The book makes it easier?
I have to guess what everyone has in their mind. Is there any way I can help? I want to know what people look for in fashion these days. Back in the day, all you needed was 2 pant legs and a space for your Johnson. I don't know what else there is to it. If you tell me that, I'll be grateful. I'll sew you anything you want in return.
Let me sharpen my senses.
Alright, something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Okay. Alright, well,
I need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Shulsky, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Shulsky, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte.
What's wrong with looking like a troglodyte?
My business.
I won't bother you.
I want to look like a troglodyte. I like troglodyte. I'll have you know I am a troglodyte. Maybe I don't look like one. Maybe I am one. You mean, horrible old man. And I was going to be nice and help you out. Now I'm not going to because you called me troglodyte. I don't like being called a troglodyte. Yeah, what a douche. If you want to change your clothes, use the wardrobe. You can expand your clothes collection by visiting the tailor. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's me. Down to the grounds, except I'd have a black coat rather than a red coat. But, yeah, maybe a black coat with red highlights rather than a red coat with black highlights. But, yeah, I'll stick with that. I'm getting attacked by mannequins. Ah! I can't get out. I'm being attacked by mannequins. Get off me, you bastards. All right, let's visit the barber. Or anyone else complains about our apparent troglodyte face. Good God. That's just mean. You look like a troglodyte. Well, you look like a douche. It's not my fault. Well, Pavansky was the barber, I think. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Oh, hello. Don't go to barber called Sweeney Todd. Right, got it. Examine. Poster. The Technicians Association in Warsaw invites you to attend a series of lectures delivered by top Polish inventors, technicians and people of science, held every Thursday at 7 p.m. at the association's headquarters at 9 Street, admission 20 kopecks. Posters informing about periodic readings every Thursday evening at headquarters street. You can listen to people of science. All right. Sweeney Todd's bad for your health. He makes exceedingly good pies, though. So I've been told. Oh, hello. You. That's a place. Cool. He's the pie version of Mr. Kipling. He makes exceedingly good cakes. Street. It's a very, very common street name. Metal case with a carmine colour. The case fell out of a carriage window. Well, maybe she shouldn't have fixed her makeup while she was drunk. Passionate words have settled on the lid, pleading for her to go with him, promises that she would become famous as a dancer in the new world, and that everyone would envy her. Okay. Okay, we're going in here. Hello! I'd like to... Here you go, chair's ready. Fancy hairdresser.
Come in.
Ask for a haircut.
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
I think there's nothing wrong with your hair, actually. I happen to think this is lovely. That is fucking hideous. Graveyard sheep. I mean, that's not bad. Grave digger's dream. Fancy comb over. Proper Warsaw lad. Vistula flare. Classic disarray. Proper Warsaw lad or graveyard sheep, I think. Go ahead, what you saying? That one looks like...
Yeah, that one. He looks like a delightful punk vampire.
Looks like a delightful punk vampire. Well, that settles it. We're going for proper Warsaw lad then. Globetrotter. Cossack's moustache. The Abe. Honest Abe, boys and girls. Honest Abe. The Van Dyke.
Oh.
Elgiac Charm.
No.
No. Pavowski Cabby. No. Where would you like to go? Or the Elegantly Pomaded. No. See, I want that one with that moustache. That's really annoying. I just want the beard part. Well, actually, I kind of want that one with that moustache. I think that would be amazing. Let's go with the Van Dyke. Let's go with the Van Dyke and the proper Warsaw lad.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Why don't you talk much?
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
I like it more than your moustache. Yes, no, I like it.
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Well, they don't complain, put it that way. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the Barbour. Oh, hold on. What's this? What's this? Hello. Dancing Handbook. Leopold P. Dolinsky. Modern Dances. Handwritten signatures on the first page. Jan Wysocki. 18-4 Kminitora Street. All right. A recently published book. The first pages features the signature and address of the owner, Jan Wysocki, residing at 18 Street. It's completely different to Street and Street. Very important streets. You must get to know those very, very well. All right. What have we got? We got Adrenaline Rush. Or Blood Rejuvenation. Restore 4 of your health points for every enemy in suffering state. Each subsequent action that restores health will restore less of it. Yeah, I'm glad. Exactly. I had to clear that up. People would have easily got confused. Go on. We'll get these leveled up. What's the next one do? Obvious target. Increased damage taken by 50%. And permanently increases the health points by 2. Okay, well, I mean, we're slowly getting there. Oh, wait, that's that woman! Hold on. There! Isn't that the woman?
Yeah.
Marana? So we can have Marana. We need to get whatever this is. I don't know who you are, but we need you. Who are you? How do we get you? I want you because I want that lady. She's the goddess of death. We must have the lady who is the goddess of death. Exactly. You get one of those wrong, you end up in the wrong place. Nobody wants to end up in the wrong place. Right. Bloody Rejuvenation. Restores 4 of your hit points for every enemy in a suffering state. Okay. That would be kind of useful in that one. The suffering thing. Actually, what does that one do currently? Increase the Sanitor's next attack. Okay. Well, yeah. That would be a good one. Increases inflicted damage. Well, inflicted damage... Oh, it's a 2. So if we went with a fast cast on that one... Because that increased the maximum damage every time. It's bloody worthless at the moment. So, increase inflicted damage by 50%. So, quick attack increase the damage by 50%. Then hit them with something like a planned attack or the strong attack. And boosh, bosh, bish, boosh, 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 splosh. Like that. Increase attack of next... okay. Right.
Looks like it's made of velvet.
It looks like he's got it on inside out, to be fair. It looks like it's got a leather lining and a velvet outside. It looks like he's literally flipped the jacket round and been like, now I'm stylish! Maybe that was a thing back then. Maybe that was a thing. I don't like that bloody weird square popping up every now and then. That is very annoying. Prepare for the soiree. Okay, we'll go and prepare for the soiree. Please, sir, spare a kopeck at least. I wish I could. I would if I could. But you can't, because apparently I've got no money. I'm apparently very poor.
You're too young.
I'm too young to have money. All right, so where are we going? Prepare for the soiree. Ooh, soiree, folks. Soirees usually result in murder, yeah. It's the only way. I'm sure there's... let me have a look. So, that is main mission. Prepare for the soiree. We don't want... No. We don't want another one, right? Find out about your father's dying moments. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Father's dying moments. I should finish that sentence. Find out about your father's dying. It's death. There's no murder. You really haven't... Exactly. If you don't have a murder, you're not having a soiree. You've got to have soirees in order for murders. For murders to have soirees. Or the other way around. You can't have murders with murders. And you can't have a murder without a soiree. You can't have a soiree without a murder. It's like a horse and a carriage. They come together like... that. Let's go this way. Nitty's with you on that one, seriously. She agrees. She has. She's read her murder mysteries. She knows her things. I can't feed my kids' dignity. Well, I wouldn't be feeding your kids' dignity. I'd probably feed your kids would probably be better. Right. Glasses with a bent frame and broken lens. Before his last breath left him, Father's gaze wandered, searching for the source of his end. He did not close his eyes. He passed away with his eyes wide open, hurling thunderbolts from his eyes towards his nemesis. Nemesis? Nemesis? He was murdered. Anger clung to the crooked frame. Not grief, sadness or fear, all so natural in a moment of danger. Anger at the fact that death came too soon. It announced itself but did not ask about any unfinished business. You got any unfinished business? No. Well, tough shit. You're going to die, mate. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Death to you. Okay. A large pillar broken in half. Wild fury radiated from here, nestled in the body. This blow to the pillar collapsed the entire building. A punch born with a powerful fist, carrying colossal amounts of strength. Chaos. Only chaos can be felt here, devoid of any composed thought, intention. What breaks through to the surface of the disorder is the destruction, as if designed in the guts of what wrought it. He was killed. He was killed by Armageddon out of here? Right, okay. A worn-out leather shoe, dirty from dust. The owner of the shoe was a haughty soul who feared nothing, for whom death was an intruder destroying the order of the universe. He had his feet firmly on the ground, and even when death stared him in the eye, he did not give in to the instinct to flee. Yes, the shoe belonged to my father. This place carries the memory of my father. What is left of him here completes his image as a tenacious man with a hard heart. Interestingly, he expected death, although it came sooner than he expected, which clearly upset him. And the death that came for him was a strong, uncompromising fury.
Am I a magician or what?
He was murdered. We said there'd be murder. Murder on the dance floor.
Death did not catch my father by surprise. It seems as if he had been expecting it, just not at that moment. He was practically annoyed about it. There was something he had wanted to finish. And this building, it couldn't have just fallen down like that, right as he was going by.
Hey, Suski!
What?
Oh!
Chicken butt.
Ow! Did he really just go, what, chicken butt?
There you go. Tighter.
We took his book.
Well done. All right, let's wake the asshole up.
Ow.
Wakey, wakey.
What?
Eggs and bacon?
Well, come on, Sleeping Beauty. I haven't got all day.
A brodsky.
Let me get a good look at you.
That's his friend from Kid.
Rough, fancy boy. This isn't what I was expecting.
Ask what he did expect.
Well, what did you expect?
That after years of hanging out in Parisian salons, you'd come back handsome and spruced up.
How do you know about Paris?
Nothing stays secret from a Niedzic, right?
Shit. Just read out my birth certificate, why don't you?
Aba Oryzy Niedzic.
Long time no see, Szulski.
Why did he kidnap you?
What kind of a sick idea is this? Kidnapping me?
It's a joke! You don't find it funny?
No.
What does it feel like to have your life depend on me?
Feels bad.
Not the best. Listen, I understand you hold some resentment within yourself over what happened, but I can't change the past.
Well, yes, but shit! You told me to wait for help, and instead the boys in blue showed up, and you washed your hands of it, and left my pop to rot in prison. At least admit that you acted like a dick.
Confess.
I admit that it was a shitty move on my father's part.
Your father's? Well, look at this weasel. Straight to whitewashing the past. Like father, like son, eh?
Talk about Stanislaus' death.
My father's karma came back to bite him. A horrible death in return for the kind of man he was. I'm sure you heard.
Well, admittedly, nothing's put a spring in my step in a long while, like hearing that Shulsky met his Andes sludge on the sidewalk. They say the devil doesn't take the wicked, but for your old man, he made an exception.
Now that he's dead, let's put the past behind us.
There'd be no reason to talk if you hadn't pinched Papa's gut back then. Victor, it kills me that we pulled the trigger together. Together.
You did? Where's that rat?
What the fuck?
Boss, it's the Cossacks again.
Yeah, less than ideal.
Looks like you've got a chance for redemption.
I love his belt.
Yeah.
Let's show these dickheads you don't mess with the shivs.
Alright. Maybe I should start carrying a book around.
I'll take a look around.
Like a pirate's belt?
Yeah, right. Inventory of debts. Aloisi Gajewski owes 200 rubles. Deadline till September 10th. Duck in manure.
Dunk. Or duck.
It says duck in manure. Okay. Jan Mazur, aka Rudy, talked back. Deadline until 5th of October. Knock out one of his teeth out if he doesn't apologise in writing. I assume that means dunk in manure. I think that's a spelling mistake, but we'll go with it. Josef Landau owes 50 rubles. Deadline until September 9th. Break a finger for every 10 rubles owed. Okay. Jan Frixko owes 335 rubles. Deadline until September 10th. Repaid. He bloody paid back. Make him look like a duck in manure? I don't know. It's a weird one. Duck in manure. Okay. Tragedy in Marcel Street. Several people died of a building collapse, including the respected Warsaw entrepreneur Stanislav Shulsky. No one seems to know the cause of the accident. Defective construction of the building or a deliberate attack. It sounds like a deliberate attack. All we know is it could not have been foreseen. Except Stanislav apparently knew it was coming. Shock and awe. The tenement house was inhabited by 4 families. 3 of them are now in mourning after losing their loved ones. The Bogolslavskis lost their children. Mr. and Mrs. Grodecki lost their lives. And Franciszek Konczkulowski, the owner of the pram and linen factory warehouse, perished in the collapse. The case is being investigated by the police, while residents are advised with caution when walking on city streets. Oh dear.
You guys again. You shitheads better have a good excuse, because I was right in the middle of an incredibly important meeting.
It was fate that decided. We flipped a coin, and it turns out that today we're practicing our boxing on you. Some
Feathers? A beak? I know you. You're... I can't remember now.
Fucked up, but today you'll regret it. Today I've got the Demon Master on my side. Show these cretins, Victor.
It's another Salutor.
It was another Salutor.
It was a little cute one.
Yeah, so Bukovac, Upir, and I just beat the shit out of that guy. He's got a lot of health points though. They've all got a lot of health points. I'm not sure I'm going to beat these guys with what I've got. Upgrade health. That might be good. Increase damage by 50%. Yeah. Go on. And next round will be 1 round faster. Okay. What have we got? Obvious target. Increases damage taken by 50%. Increases inflicted damage by 50%. 5 rounds for 5 rounds. Oh, so that one's for me. Okay, well, we'll take that one off. 60%. So let's have a look at that. Gamble. 60% chance of doing double damage, or increases damage taken by 50%. So guaranteed to increase their damage taken by 50%, or a chance of doing 60. Yeah, guaranteed would be better, I think. Let's start the fight. Hello, boys and girls. Who's going first? Not you. You are going first. 50% chance of interrupting his action. That would be nice. And you... Upper. Yeah, you need to be attacked by Upper. So... let's hit him with that one. Okay, so I didn't quite stop him from acting, so we'll hit him again. And hit him again. Let's try and get that focus down. Damn it. Arsehole. Right, well, he's nearly out of focus. This guy's lost his trait. This guy needs to lose his trait. Let's get Book of Atch. Let's... Yeah, I'm figuring hit them with that first. This is the next guy to attack. Actually, no, let's take that guy's focus and just get rid of it entirely. Break his focus. You, with a rather rusty-looking blade. Ow. Ow. Okay. So, you, 43, increases damage taken by 50%. Oh, casts suffering on everybody. Yes. Go on, Book of Etch. Oh! Ho 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 ho! Ow! That looked brutal. Good job. Let's remove negative states from me. Reduce his focus. Again. Well, his focus is gone. And you... let's hit this guy with another suffering. Sorry, buddy. Oh! Punched him right in the snoz. Oh, he got punched right in the snoz. He's out. Didn't even need to attack him. This dude, he's got 28 health.
Did serious amount of damage.
Yeah, right. Let's set Book of Atch. 27. Oh, look at you. 21. Restores 5 health points. Go on. And then... concussion. That'll finish him off. He'll be done. Oh! 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 Ow! And then punched right where he got stabbed. He's not coming back for another one anytime soon.
You never let me down. This is the best way to start an evening at Midgard's bar.
If we're to have fun, let's do it right. A round for everyone.
This game is beautifully bloody.
Mm. Well, that was
fun.
Old friendships never die, right? Here, Polish, pure, the mother of all libations. Enjoy it! Who knows what piss you've been drinking abroad?
So, are we quits? I helped you out. Now, can we forget all that ancient history?
Don't be so sly, Victor. We're not squared up, yet. That burns nicely.
My knuckles are itching. Let's go somewhere and pick a fight.
Good riddance. Well, what do you say, Victor?
Bring up the past again.
Returning to the subject of the past.
Fuck the past. We're in the here and now. Let's enjoy the moment. Cheers.
You don't want to talk about it? I thought that was why you kidnapped me.
I've changed my mind already. You better tell me what you're poking around my bar for.
Before you noticed the fight, you noticed Sally
It seems to me there's work for me to do at your bar.
No shit. I'll give you a hand.
Not like that. Thaumaturgical work. It seems to me there's a salutor here.
What the fuck? Who brought a demon into my joint? I'll give him... Although, hang on now. A demon is a good publicity. Hey everybody! From this day forth, the London bar will be known as the Demon's Den! Go and tell everybody that here is the only place you can do shots in the devil's company.
Listen, you keep on thinking about how you can develop your business, and I'm going to take a look around and come right back.
Go! I'm going to wet my whistle and see how you do your hocus pocus. If you need something, I'm here, and I'll give you a hand.
So, I hate you, now...
Yeah, I hate you. Now let's have some fun.
Punch fuckers together.
Would you care for some balsam liqueur? Interesting. This is the menu that we read at the thing, because that's got the stuff, pottage with crayfish. Yeah. This menu appears to be stolen. There's a hole in the wall with a bullet still stuck in it. My first expectation is always to find fear, doubt, or anger behind a bullet. After all, who just shoots like that, treating it as some sort of game? Except the kind of person who fired this bullet, light-heartedly, seeing the weapon only as a tool of enjoyment. Okie dokie. Fancy a skullcracker. With alcohol, roots, herbs and bark, giving a complex aromatic profile. Originating in Europe, it is often associated with medicinal uses due to its purported health benefits. Interesting. To the eyes, poem. To the eyes. Your eyes are filled with shades of my memories. Close them and look there far ahead. You see, no surprise, the day's herald. No, for you, night is eternal, yes? I see you, lipless, with hair as long as the past. You are a body warm with my memory. You rot, yet violets spring from you. I pluck them and give myself to your embrace. I feed on nothing. Nothing I affirm and I wait. I wait. No epiphany comes. The spearheads of your eyes are hollow. I search for a gaze, but only in hand, deaf in its stare. Warsaw, 1904. Okay. Sturdy hunting knife engraved with the initials A.N. So the ingredients for a, what was it, balsamico? The thing is 750ml high-proof neutral grain spirit, or vodka, 1 tablespoon of angelica root, 1 tablespoon of Genetian root, 1 tablespoon of ginger root, 1 tablespoon of valerian root, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 table... I'm surprised it wasn't a tablespoon of cinnamon sticks. 1 tablespoon of licorice root. This is a lot. Does it know how big a tablespoon is? 1 tablespoon of galangal root, 1 tablespoon of orris root, 1 tablespoon of cinchona, and 1 tablespoon of cascara sagrada bark. I'm sorry. I think it means teaspoon, because all of those tablespoons, you wouldn't end up with a liquid. You'd just end up with a sort of mush. There's no way in fuck. You mix it all together in a clean boss. So you seal put it in a jar. Pour the high proof over the botanicals, ensuring they're fully submerged. It's basically gin. Seal the jar tightly and shake it gently to mix the ingredients. Store in a jar in a cool, dark place for 2 to 4 weeks, shaking it gently every few days. After the infusion period, strain the liquid through a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth into a clean glass bottle, discarding the solids. Allow the strained liquor to age for an additional 2 to 4 weeks in a cool, dark place to let the flavours meld. Once aged, your balsam liquor is ready to be enjoyed. You can sip it neat, use it in cocktails, or even as a digestif. Okay? I think you might be wrong about the tablespoons, though. Just a suggestion. A sturdy hunting knife engraved with the initials A.N. carries the memory of poetry being recited in different situations, whether while picking dirt from under one's nails or mutilating someone's face. The blood-stained blade must be a good source of inspiration. From the wooden inlaid handle protrudes a long, sharp pommel that has tasted blood and stripped people of small body parts more than once. The knife is a bloodthirsty beast and demands to be fed. That's a broadsheet, okay. Well, here we finally look like ourselves, laughing school kids constantly in search of a new brawl. Nice of a broadsheet to keep it. Okay. Yeah, teaspoon. Now that's more like it. Fragments of human tissue can still be found nearby. Some men flew through this window, leaving behind the memory of his bleeding body. Someone grabbed him by the tails and pushed him without much force or precision, rather spurred by adrenaline. Okay. So, there's a lot of fights going here. S. Joplin, Maple Leaf Rag. Okay, oh, hold on. Dirty rag, an ordinary dirty rag soaked with blood. The cloth is stained with fresh blood, the ultimate blood, that which flows from a fatal wound. Carelessly put away, it is the last reminder of a recent brawl with a tragic ending. Oh dear. Somebody died.
Not on my watch.
A wooden pole with traces of knife throwing. Drops of blood seeped into the wood, preserving the memory of a severed human ear. The hand that threw the knife had a clear target, an ear cut off in a frenzy, with a smile by a mind deaf to any afterthought. Individual splinters still remember the cold steel of the blade, which was guided by a heart marked by competitiveness. It had no precision, only stupidity fooled by the desire to win. Trace familiar, reckless. Okay. The London bar couldn't belong to anyone else, as it perfectly represents Abroach's nature. The parties here often get out of control and end badly or even tragically for those involved. This place smells of blood, stupidity and foolhardiness, all soaked in alcohol. So it's a pub. Just any old standard pub. Just a pub. Oh, you're one snappy girl. There are a lot of girls around at the moment. Wait a minute, is that Hitler? What are you doing at the bar? Go on, fuck off. I'll stab you. Horrible geet. Although that hairstyle and moustache were quite popular back then, so might not be Hitler. But he's a douche either way. Hello, Upper. What have we got?
Revelry, extreme opinions, violence. That giant bird must enjoy it, and I'm sure it also stirs up the chaos.
Victor, time for penalty drinks.
Feathers, a beak, those eyes. Who are you? I can't focus.
Don't make me come over there!
Do I know someone with mood swings, a tendency for bravado, and a weakness for booze?
Maybe.
Have you nosed around my humble little hole in the wall? What's the word?
What's the word?
Raise the subject to the Cossacks.
Tell me something more about these Cossacks.
They roam around different bars picking fights as soon as they get leave from the Citadel. Sometimes we pummel each other and things continue as usual.
Ask about the London bar.
Well, well. How did you get your hands on all this?
I worked my ass off for years. I found myself in shitty positions. Sometimes I had to make people disappear. Pop wouldn't have been proud of me. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't live to see it. But then I'd have to kill you.
Offer your condolences.
Your father was a good man, and didn't deserve for that to happen to him. I'm sorry.
That's true. However, we're alive. We're in the here and now, and that's the most
Caribbean
important
cruise.
thing.
Yeah.
And what a life it is, eh? Whether with your head in the clouds, or a knife at your throat, once eating ribs at Matzlov's, another buried in one's breasts. Moment, stay a while, linger. But before long, you're running flat out. Someone, whap, nabs you by the coat. But here I am. Every time, I'm reborn like a fucking phoenix from the ashes.
What is this bullshit about it?
Victor, Victor. What I've been through belongs to me. Now I'm the king. Tell me, what else is going on?
What's disappeared?
I know, that was weird.
I've had a look around and some things caught my attention. I think they might have something to do with the Saluter.
Well then, shoot!
Ask about the bloody rag.
A bucket of dirty water and a blood-soaked rag. Whose blood is this?
As if I remember everybody who's bled on the floor here. Every day we've got to clean up after somebody. Is that everything, or have you found anything else?
Bullet holes?
Did anybody die from this bullet that got stuck in the post?
Bullets fly every which way here. That's the atmosphere. Was someone killed? Probably, but that's not very unusual. Look how helpful I am.
I'm helping!
Who smashed your window?
How long it's been? 2 days, I think. This one Russian bigwig was really fucking irritating me, so I politely asked him to leave.
Yeah.
What else can I help you with? Tell me. I'm at your service.
You like to go wild here, huh? Are you often the one who gets the whole crazy ball rolling?
You know, I used to have a puppy. This little fluff ball was hanging out under the bar. I have a heart, Victor. I have a big heart. Not like those morons over there. To Cossacks, a game without a corpse is no game at all. For me, knocking out teeth, breaking hands, I'll take it. A stiff spoils the mood a bit. That's my opinion.
Go back to the puppy.
What happened to the puppy?
He was called Romeo. He fell in love. One day he packed his bags and ran off with that bitch. I'm sure he started a family. He's raising his puppies and reminiscing. Yeah. My brave little guy. But what were we talking about?
You had a lot of stiffs here then?
Where my corpse here lieth down. Something looketh around. What do you call a lot? 3 a month on average, I'd say.
Wow.
Danis, that Cossack with a dick where his head should be, pulled out his revolver one day and wanted to play Russian roulette. Only with his revolver. But fuck it, I'm not handing my head over so easily to a butcher like that. Well then I'll ask you, is he an idiot or what?
I have to gather my thoughts.
Go ahead, I have to gather myself a little too. Lelek. What the hell did you say, Victor? You're out of your goddamn mind.
The Saluter's name's Lelek. Well, yes, the beak, the feathers, the trill. He loves the smell of death, and he enjoys risk and foolishness, which he also fuels.
So let's go get Lelek.
Yeah, come on. Where Aboritz is, Lelek could be as well. Maybe his flaw is speaking for him.
So birds
Whoever's with us is with us, and whoever's against us, fuck 'em. Come on. I'll show you places even the philosophers never dreamed of.
That's a lot of procreating.
Maybe your demon will be drinking vodka somewhere there too.
That's a serious amount of procreation.
That is a serious amount of procreation. So Lelek. Thaumaturge, no, entries. There we go. Lelek. In Kashubian, his name means fool. Leleks are small and unruly salutors drawn wherever there is music and various acts of recklessness, especially if someone dies in the process. Their trill is often a harbinger of imminent death. Flaws that Leleks are interested in are those related to excessive bravado, gullibility, and looking for conflict. It's a little too easy that he's the one that's got Lelek, I think. Abrochi Nedjik. Abrochi used to be our third twin. We were inseparable till something happened. Abrochi's father owed money to some nasty people and we both decided to help him. It all went wrong. The loan shark was killed and my father resolved it in the worst possible way, by sending me away from home. I lost touch with Abrochi. He's gone through a lot since then. Ah, okay. Oh, more stuff about me. This is the first time I've been able to take over someone's flaw completely. Now I'll always carry it with me, and with Rasputin's help I managed to snare a new Salutor Bukovac. I'm bursting with pride. What now? The world is my oyster. The world must wait. My father is dead, and I'm going to Warsaw to pick up Ligia. Father bequeathed his black grimoire to me, and though I didn't think I deserved anything, however, the grimoire's gone missing, and I need to find out what happened to it. Okay. The London Bar. The Demon's Den or something's den. Here, vodka is drowned like tea, and blows are exchanged in greeting. The London Bar does look like a tap room in London Soho, open all night, stinking of a constant hangover, attracting all sorts of lowlifes like a magnet. Sounds like London. It's a place to forget yourself, a place that urges forgetting by plying its customers with hectolitres of liquor of all stripes. Definitely sounds like London. At night, it's a haven for winos and ruffians, but by day, it becomes their curse. More than one has lost a finger in more than or more in the back. It is, after all, the territory of the Shivs, a ruthless gang who consider themselves the masters of the underworld, led by one and only Abrochi Nidjik, who I'm not saying his name properly at all. They spread terror by day, and by night they raise their glasses and drink to a brighter future. Right, okay. All right then. All right. So we're leaving the bar now, are we? Okay.
Take a deep breath. That's the smell of Warsaw nightlife. Smell it, Victor. Relish it.
A bouquet of sweat, shit, and puke. And piss, thanks.
But it's Warsaw's piss and puke, interwoven with the aroma of steadfastness and heroism.
Okay. Looks like an Egyptian pillar of some kind. This is strange. Where did he go?
Come on, you'll see the true face of Aboritz Niedzic. And maybe you'll even find what you're looking for here.
Trace familiar reckless man. See, it's not showing up as him. A broken bottle with blood splattered nearby. The hand that used the bottle as a weapon was driven by deliberate malice and a desire to have fun. There is no aggression here or desire to cause harm, just unadulterated stupidity. One hair, another, fresh blood covers them. This bottle hit someone's head. First it was emptied in the blink of an eye, and as soon as the opportunity arose, it was smashed on someone as an exquisite joke. Yeah, right? Okay, it's saying go this way, so... Aha, there's two places to go. Elysium. Ooh, hello. Trace certain this is Orbrici. Inside the states, the property of Orbrici Constance Nejek. This notebook is a vessel into which inspiration is poured. Kept close to the heart, serving as its expression, the nib has pierced the paper in some places. So much excitation was in the poet's hand, a record of pure passion that fills the owner. The pages of the notebook are inscribed from top to bottom. Some have been torn out, while others bear the mark of many erasures. Words, 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 including extremely flowery metaphors revealing the poet's sensitive soul. Yeah, he sounds more sort of... He doesn't sound like the other dude at all. Dried blood stains on the table. A dried blood stain in the wood that forms a pattern. What initially appears to be just blood stain is, in fact, a poem. One only has to peer deeper into what remains of it for one's attention to be drawn to the individual smudged words from which is no longer possible to extract any meaning. I don't think he is the one. The mask of a ruthless gangster conceals a truly sensitive soul. Torn between conflicting feelings, his balance on a thin line between beauty and ugliness, tenderness and violence. Confronting him with his inner chaos might reveal his flaw. I don't think he is the one. I think that's a mistake. Deadness poem. Deadness. Blood, blood, the heart calls. The blade heeds and feeds. I choke on the blood. I search for love in blood. I search still. Warsaw. Order absinthe. After drowning the last glass, I saw a thick fog gather at my table, and from it emerged a beautiful woman clothed only in chains made of pearls and precious stones. I woke up almost instantly, I think, cradling a beautiful, almost naked broom in my arms. He taught Homage Lily how to write poems in blood by declaring their love for someone. Yep, exactly. He was the origin. Okay. Absinthe does make you see things, or the traditional absinthe does. Alright, Oberossi.
Welcome to my world.
Meaning what? That they've got a guy tied up in the back here too, and they're about to threaten to drown him in the Vistula?
I see the positive mood of the neighborhood has infected you. Wonderful. But you guessed wrong, friend. Here, well, magic happens here. Thought is transformed into word to penetrate the material and infuse the universe with tenderness. All right, let's drink, shall we?
Yeah.
A double barrel each, please.
People come here to tickle their palates with exquisite libations. Let's do a Milk of 83.
My character's going to be so fucked after drinking all this.
After years of begging and eating scraps off aristocratic tables, I'm not messing around.
You come here to get some fresh air away from the underworld?
I come here so I don't forget who I am. A poet.
What's been going on with him all these years?
So what's actually been going on with you over the last 15 years?
My father ended up behind bars, and as for me, the streets took me in, taught me life. I roamed around, got odd jobs, and when I was hard up, I went begging. I've got a tough skin on me, Victor, but the embers of poetry still smolder in my heart. Well, in time, I gained a new family, my Shivs.
Okay. I have a word about the past.
We were supposed to go to high school together, maybe to university after that. Everything would have gone differently, if only.
We did the world a favor by fucking over that loan shark. One way or the other, Pop's debts would have landed me on the streets. If I hadn't told you about it, you wouldn't have hit on your brilliant idea. I'll source him out with my salary. You were too unskilled at that magic business of yours, eh?
Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You just joined us as we're finding out that we apparently may have killed someone in the past. Oh dear, unfortunate. How are you, Love Eyes? How are you getting on? How was Star Wars The Old Republic? I hope you had fun, sir. I hope it was a good time. Thank you for sharing your incredible community with us. Unnecessary, but greatly appreciated, as you well know. He stands a warrior at the edge of time. He walks hand in hand with horror, but he blows like wind and flows like wine. In his presence we stand in honour. Through chaotic fusions of the soul, the clouds surround his bases in the skies. Down below that rocky knoll, this must be the amazing Love Eyes. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? Admit you had no idea.
My Uber had only just come to me. I didn't know anything about being a Thaumaturge.
Yeah, and I'm sure you wanted to impress your daddy.
I trusted my father to help us, but he only told me not to interfere. He swore he'd sort it out.
All right, there's no need to waste your damn breath. He's gone, and we're here.
Okay, start talking about poetry.
You've always had a silver tongue.
Don't I know it? Add to that a despicable past, and you've got all the ingredients for a poet.
Now, why are we sitting here instead of at your bar?
My lads, bless them, set me up a poetry reading once, but they're simple folk. They don't understand this poesy. They laughed when they should have cried. Cried when their hearts should have flooded with anger. I don't hold it against them. My bar trades on its reputation as a dive. That's how you make the most money.
We're okay. I'm sorry you're not feeling too good at the moment, Love Eyes. I hope you feel better soon. We did nothing!
What is your plan? Would you rather the name Niedzits make people talk about the king of the underworld? Or a great poet?
The poetic king of the underworld. Anyway, they already say that. The Shivs think of me as a bard, and the competition says so too. And since I've got them all by short hairs, they respect me, even though they can't string two proper sentences together. I've got a gift, Victor. I can't complain about a lack of talent.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Lelek is attached to you.
A demon following me around? Bullshit.
There are a lot of indications. Your personality, the things you do, and stuff like that.
I'd rather not have anyone sharing my head with me. Can you do something about it?
Tell him about the flaw.
There's only one way. I have to figure out your flaw, which means pushing you to the edge. But it's not going to be pleasant.
Every day I balance on the edge. That doesn't scare me. Go ahead.
Poem written in blood.
I found your poem. Did you write it in your own blood or that of one of your victims?
Victims? The hell are you talking about? Of course it was mine. I sliced my veins open for art. That's how committed I am.
More like desperate. No true poet needs to resort to gimmicks. He just needs ink, and the world will hear him.
Shit. One more word, and I'll forget about our friendship.
There's nothing to forget. Our friendship is just a figment of your sick
20
imagination.
hours a day.
Stab me in the heart. It'll hurt less.
Apologize.
Forgive me. I don't think that at all.
I'll chalk it up to your devils. Maybe one of them perched on your shoulder for a second.
The only good thing is that now I'm certain Lelek follows someone else. You're just the way you are.
It couldn't be any other way. A demon pulling my strings? No way.
So what? Should we continue our search?
Oh, Victor, lad, how that "we" tickles me. Come on, of course we're continuing. We have to find that little brat of yours.
Could be an issue.
Yep, that 20 hours a day on Ash's creation might be an issue. He may be older, but he's certainly not more mature. The Chamberlain of Chaos, the Minister of Varsaw's Vagary, and the Messenger of Cirrhosis of the Liver. With every sip of vodka, our passion grows and the city becomes more colourful and it belongs to us. Oh, good friends. Drink to good friends and good times. But let's not go with the whole stabbing people part. That might be a bit much. Alright. So we've discovered there's some people there. The sewers got a bit too risky. Okay. Cossack's hat. A bloody hat. Inside is a label with the name Pasha sewn on it. This is no ordinary hat. It is a vessel for memories of true friendship and a comfort zone in which you can be yourself. Now soiled, used so frantically staunch blood that gushes from a wound born of thoughtlessness. Invitation. Anton Linsky is pleased to invite admirers of the art of painting to an exhibition during which he will present a new series of paintings entitled Rebirth. It will be a creative reference to the Greek myth of Prometheus. The exhibition will take place on September 6th at 5 p.m. on Street, Apartment 8. The paintings will be available to the public in the evenings for the next 2 weeks. Street, of course, naturally. I told you. Street. Damaged street lamp. The street lamp has traces of muddied soles on it. It seems someone attempted to climb it. Selim and Timur. Let's have a word with Timur.
What? You give up, you piece of shit?
Are they
see what I see?
picking a fight with a lamppost?
I see two morons wrestling with a lamppost. How you fellas doing? Who's winning?
It's a colossus, looking down its nose. Arrogant piece of... I swear it called us sons of bitches.
Well, that would piss anyone off.
Hey, so it's one mean lamppost. Yeah, that's a very mean lamppost. Salutor's presence. The Salutor's presence is so strong here, it wouldn't take much to lose one's head. Some people stop distinguishing reality from imagination and see dangers even in inanimate objects. Lanterns seem to be extremely dangerous enemies. They are very dangerous. Lelek's influence seems to be spreading across the district, pushing people to engage in stupidity and recklessness. This, coupled with alcohol, causes them to do even more stupid and dangerous things, leaving plenty of blood in their wake. In order to find the person with a flaw, I must visit other establishments in the area. I'm going to take the lamppost side.
As I look at it and then at you, I've got to admit, the lamppost is right.
That what?
That you're a pair of sons of bitches. That's what.
You're taking the enemy's side? Suit yourself. We're not giving in.
I just picked a fight. I've just picked a fight. Oh dear. Alright, up here. Yeah, go on, let's get stuck in, lads. Come on, boys, let's have a go. We must defend the honour of the lamppost. The lamppost is honourable. Let's hit him with you, and then, yeah, let's get him doubled in. Okay. Let's get Bukovac out. Yeah, they definitely didn't. Let's get Suffering on you and Suffering on you. Okay. Let's hit him with another focus shot. Finish him off. Because gun is dangerous. Don't really want to mess with a gun. Oh, punched him right in the schnoz. Oi! Don't punch me. It was him that did the punching. All I did was go oogity boogity boo. Would you look at you? Yeah, that's terrifying. Oogity boogity boo. Right, up here. You've got 16 to 21, Bukovac. Oh, yeah. 21 to 27. That looks like more of a hit. And if he hits for 21, let's hit for... No, planned attack. He's going to get his thing in, isn't he? Let's finish him off. Guaranteed finish him off. 25. Oh! Hello. He had a gun. He had a gun. It's fair. He had a gun. I had a gun. We all had a gun. Everybody had a gun together. It was a gun fest. Let's focus. Might be able to get his focus gone. Yep, disrupted him. Nice. He's done. He's done, chap. Sorry, Tame, but you're going to take an absolute beating, my friend. Let's hit him with a planned attack. And let's hit him with another focus attack, and that should strip him of his focus entirely, which means he's out. Oh! Oh dear. Oh! Sorry, buddy. Here you again.
Now, this is a productive night. The more brawling, the better.
See? They're happy.
Visit us again. Time to keep an eye out for Dennis. He was injured in the fight with the Colossus and got lost, I think.
I'm very happy I just beat the shit out of him.
Ended up at the Lockstock.
Where? The Lock, Stock, and Barrel. This Ruski bar up the stairs here. Competition.
The night's still young. There's excitement ahead.
They're just off to get the shit kicked out of them.
Since I haven't yet found Lilac, that could be just where he is.
Okay. Love Easter eggs in this game. Yeah, me too.
What is it, the lock, stock,
Yeah, lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. Yeah, right. We're going into the lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels, are we?
Private party tonight, no riffraff.
Cheers, Ivan, my friend.
Mr. Niedzic, well, I've got clear instructions.
Don't be silly. It's a beautiful night out. Rare when we see stars over Warsaw. But now look. 1, 2. If you count them all, you'll know the extent of my gratitude.
Well, all right, go on in. I'm fond of you, Mr. Niedzic. I'm just doing my job.
You see? That's respect.
The guy doesn't have a neck.
I know. He's a big dude. Doesn't have a neck. He's a bit necklace. Alright, let's go into the lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
This is what they call a private party?
Oh, hello.
What is this, a wake? Good thing we showed up. Double barrel for me. Actually, make that 2.
Okay. Yeah, oh, we've got some stuff over here. What's this? Letter to Dennis. Dear Dennis, I hope you're well. It is difficult for me to write this letter, but I want to open my heart to you and not hide the truth. I have long sensed that your affection for me has faded. You no longer write as often as you used to, and I haven't seen you for almost a year. I don't want to remain in uncertainty any longer, so I'm forced to break off our engagement. Be well and think about me from time to time, but don't write to me anymore. Olga. P.S. I'm dictating these words to Father Olkin. He wishes to convey that you're no longer welcome in the village, but you could at least visit your mother. Hydrate, posture and stretch. Will do, my dear. Welcome back, Game Daughter. Welcome back, welcome back. Ooh, I would hydrate, posture and stretch, but there's no hydrate, posture or stretch. No, I have no posture and stretch. I've got no posture, and I'm stretchless too. I've got no stretch and no posture. Thank you for the hydrate, my dear. Crumpled letter addressed to Danis. The sender has informed him that she's through with him. The pages know the kaleidoscope of emotions flooding Danis's heart when he first read the words written here. Unbridled anger came first, eventually giving way to bitterness. Finally, suffering took hold, crowning the process of heartbreak. Yeah, well, he never wrote to her, but apparently it was he's stupid idiot, yeah. An ornate Cossack sabre that belonged to Pasha. The steel shines and the handle is polished to a mirror sheen. People are not afforded as much love and care as this Shashka, which is cared for so painstakingly. There is something else here. A ritual in honour of the deceased, repeated reverently. It's a kiss laid just above the former owner's engraving after each polishing. Danis El Moron. Definitely El Moron. He's a maroon. Pistol. Well cared for pistol with an ornate grip. Steel that's cold to touch burns on the inside with a mixture of hope and fear. Hope that the cold of the metal pressed against one's temple will bring solace. Fear that, though the heart will stop beating, the soul will continue to suffer. The barrel pressed against his temple, his finger on the trigger, and chaos in his heart. To shoot or not to shoot. So little is needed for the bullet to pierce the skull, but his time hasn't come yet. Oh dear. They were playing some Russian roulette by the looks of it. A worn-out instrument that Cossacks take on their travels. The strings have absorbed the memory of the melodies played on the balalaika, and one of the heaviness of string-plucking fingers reflects the melody's wistfulness, and a two, the impish lightness expresses raunchy humour, and so it goes. Something like that. The instrument is full of sad and forlorn thoughts. They wander across the strings regardless of the melodies they play. Whether the song is cheerful or sorrowful, the instrument's memory doesn't lie. The musician sees the world in shades of black. So he wants to take a red door and paint it black. Unpredictable, reckless Danis, whose heart is filled with incomprehensible anger, hides his suffering, grief and longing. Torn by conflicting emotions, he sows chaos and falls into extremes. His behaviour stems from his broken heart, which has become his curse. It is he that Lilac has taken a fancy to. It is his flaw that I need to identify. Okay, let's speak to Tame and sell him again.
Look at her all over him. I'd know how to make the most of being so popular.
What do you want?
Did I hear you talking about Danis?
Danis and babes.
He talks a lot, makes a big fuss around himself, but when push comes to shove, he leaves them hanging.
So them babes must like him.
Yeah, nothing for us to do except drink and enjoy one another's company.
Ah, that's how long they've known one
You
another.
seem thick as thieves. Have you known each other long?
Since we were kids. We're all from the Don Host Oblast. Under Danis, we've traveled far and wide with the Russians.
Danis is your commander?
Da, Ataman.
Make some observations about Danis.
You know Danis pretty well, right?
Yeah, what about it?
I take a professional interest in guys like him. You think I can ask you guys a couple of questions?
Let's see what you're after, wizard.
Okay. Talk about Danis' songs.
Who'd have thought that Danis was such a sensitive soul? Does he play the balalaika a lot?
Lately, he's been singing either about the Grim Reaper and Hellfire or rolling in the hay. You can't keep up with him.
He goes too heavy on the tearjerkers for my taste. Any more questions?
Yeah, what about Danis' pistol?
I've heard Danis likes playing Russian roulette.
He's such a bonehead. He never thinks about the trouble he'll get himself into.
You'd better watch your head when he's around.
What about his Pasha's saber?
Who is Pasha?
Our buddy, from the same village as us, out past the Don River. We went through a lot together.
Pasha's dead. Leave it at that.
What actually happened to him?
We all stick close together. But when you're drunk, you get some weird ideas. That damned Shashka of Pasha's was a spoil of war. One time, Danis and Pasha got tanked and started playing Russian roulette for it.
So, Danis clearly won. But that little saber of Pasha's doesn't make him feel triumph, more like love and concern. He really looks after it.
Hey, wizard! How come you're snooping around like this?
Pasha died a foolish death while playing Russian roulette with Danis. Both of them carelessly disregarded the consequences and did not realize the veracity of the bullet. Reality claimed its dues and took Pasha, thus breaking Danis's heart, who lost a part of himself.
Danis had a fiancée, but she dumped him. How come?
You know, he keeps his feelings to himself. But it hurt him. That's what I think.
Maybe she got sick of waiting. She had her pick of men in the village.
Danis cherishes the memory of Pasha, surrounding himself with objects that belong to him. Danis obviously cared for Pasha. He must have also considered him more than just a friend. Pasha was close to Danis's heart. All that's left of him now are the memories enchanted within the objects that Danis carefully preserves. The Cossack is tormented over the death of the one who was more than a friend to him. Was it Pasha's death that spawned the flaw in him, or did it only expose it? Okay. Confront them with the truth about Danis.
You know what I think? You're not being straight with me.
What?
I think Pasha and Danis were more than comrades in arms and blood brothers. On top of that, I think that's why Danis's fiancée dumped him. People from your village kept giving her crap.
The fuck are you talking about? They were blood brothers, that's all. You'd love to find a buddy like that. Someone for better and for worse.
Calm down, I can see your faithful friends. I'd better go take a drag of also air.
If you like breathing through a straight nose, don't try any funny business.
Pasha died a foolish death while playing Russian roulette with Danis. Both of them carelessly disregarded the consequences and did not realize the rest of the bullet. Yeah, okay, we've already read that one. We've already come to a conclusion. Danis's heart has been broken and it won't be easy for him to piece it back together. His fiancée broke up with him through a few words scribbled on paper, and a close friend died during a silly game in which Danis also participated. Such a life is not a life at all. Danis sees no sense in it. Okay. See if there's anything else to say. Where else to go? Good. Yeah, get out of the way. Stupid table. Chair.
He doesn't think about what he's doing, and he doesn't care about the consequences, as if it's all in the name of fun. He couldn't cope with his broken heart, so he started tumbling further and further into the depths of chaos. It seems like Pasha was more to him than just a comrade and close friend. His death hit Danis like a train. Since then, his life's been nothing but irrational behavior and risk-taking. He's thumbing his nose at death. I think I'll accept the challenge. Time to figure out his flaw and catch Lelek. I wonder if he'll play Russian roulette with me.
Right. I'm going to save because if I'm about to play Russian roulette, that's not a game you take lightly. Alright, Danis.
Come on, don't make me beg. I'll fix up your head for no extra fee.
I'm in no hurry to go upstairs. I feel like a game. You up for one?
Me? Forget it. I have gorgeous hands. Everyone says so. You're not gonna carve them up with that shank.
What? You eavesdropping, magician?
Ask about the letter from his fiancée. Ask Danis what his favourite bar is.
Lock, stock and barrel? Or the London bar?
The Demon's Den!
The Demon's Den, that's it.
You taking a fucking survey? Are you spying for Nijits?
Sheer curiosity. I work for nobody. I'm the one in charge of
Devils, I know, I know. Get out of here. I can't stand the sight of you.
Okay, asked about the letter from his fiancée.
I found something that belongs to you. A letter. Is...
Hand that over. If you read it, you'll regret it. It's private.
Easy now, I just wanted to talk.
We don't have anything to talk about. Leave me alone.
Alright.
You're sitting there so quietly. How about a little game? You play Russian roulette here, lads? Or are you too soft?
Ha! Think you're harder than me? I eat Russian roulette for breakfast. Let's play.
Did someone say Russian roulette?
Show us what a tough guy you are, pretty boy.
6 chambers, 1 bullet. Ready to start?
Wait, Victor. Let's play with mine.
Kinky. Alright, alright. We'll use your revolver.
Yours will do too.
It will be more interesting that way.
Does this remind you of anything?
My turn. It was nice knowing you guys. And you, Victor. If fate so ordains, we'll speak in hell. Well, 4 more. Ah. We're starting round 2.
Is that how it was with Pasha? Do you wonder if you're going to wipe the remains of my brain off your face?
Shut your trap.
What? You shitting your pants? Gods of Chaos, watch over me.
I don't think there's a bullet in that gun.
That's the end. We know what's waiting in the cylinder.
I've watched now and I've seen it spin. I haven't seen a bullet in there.
Final boundary.
Enough, gentlemen. We were kidding around. Danis, there's nothing in there. I didn't load it.
There we go.
Pasha ran out of luck and lost his shashka, right?
You're lying, Niedzits. You're all lying. You think I'm scared of death? The sight of me makes the Grim Reaper quake in his boots.
Well, go ahead.
Watch carefully.
Oh, it's up to them if you get charged 150. Wow, that's brutal. That's bullshit, granddaughter.
Don't stop. I'm enjoying listening.
Okay. Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm sorry, game daughter. Alright. So we've got up here and just Timer's Shadow. Selim. Selim really doesn't like me. Let's attack with up here first. Okay. Selim. Bim bim. Selim. Selim. Let's hit that one. Let's focus down 1. Focus down 2. Ow. What did you do then? That was weird. So, bleeding. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep concentrating on this guy. Get his focus down. That's him broken. I'll take the 6 damage, but I can use up here to cancel it, I think. Oh, he's doubling the thing. Okay. Right, well that's him gone. I don't need to worry about him. So you remove all negative states. He's out. No negative states, thank you. Let's hit him again and hit him again. That should break him. So more. Lelic is cute. He says Lelic is cute. It's like a naughty little chicken. Angry bird, aren't you? You're an angry, angry bird. And that's him gone. Ah, he's had to summon more. Right, okay. So, up here, nothing. Bakovich. So, let's go with Pasha's shadow. You... what are you going to do? You're going to do bleeding. And you're going to do bleeding. So, let's just keep hitting you with everything we got. Okay. He doesn't get a go for a little while, so let's go with this guy next. Let's get all their focuses down a little bit. Oh, I didn't cancel his ability that time. Ouch. Okay. Alright, you shit. Now, who's next? It's her. So if I hit her with that and hit her with that, she's broken. She won't get to attack. That also gets rid of the bleeding off me as well. Let's get Bukovac. Casts Suffering all enemies, so that'll be her. Pretty sure that'll be her done, actually. And then let's break him. Break his focus. Oh yeah, she's out. Ow. Shit. I just got rid of that and you got up your back again. You bastard. Alright. Concussion. Well, that's him gone. Switch back to you. Let's hit him with a focus, because I reckon I can get another focus attack in after this. Takes him down to 1. If I hit him with that, that breaks him. Oh, that's much better. Much better download speed. Game daughter. Much better. Let's get Bukovac. Get another suffering on that dude. Oh, you bastard. Keeps hitting me with it. He's reflecting the suffering, I think. Alright. Bye, buddy. Not today, you're not. Quiet the floor. Recklessness.
Enough of losing. Rasputin will tame you.
Oh, he's got a little symbol carved in the top of his head. Yeah.
Bullets have no effect on me. The end will never come.
What
are you talking about, Dennis? Let's get to drinking. The night's still young.
You don't understand. None of you. Leave me alone.
He needs a therapist. He really needs a therapist.
I don't want to hear another word. Get out!
Shut it, Selim. Or I'll find a loaded piece and shoot you dead. Give me a second. To get my thoughts together. I have to.
Let him find solace in mourning. You lack the dimension force of a salutor for word 2. Well, yeah, I haven't got one yet. So, yeah, let him find solace in mourning.
Let yourself feel the pain that's consuming you. You need it.
Pasha, I'm sorry. I haven't mourned you.
Dennis, pull yourself together. Come on.
No, Selim, I have to. You too as well. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't say anything. No words are necessary.
Seems to me we should drink a toast to the dead.
Dennis, we are your brothers forever, till the day we die.
Come on, let's leave these scoundrels alone. We've got stuff to talk about.
Okay.
What a poetic experience. I can feel it in my bones, as if I were part of something grand, you know?
You carry an unloaded revolver?
Anybody can pull a trigger. I use it to smash heads. And balls. But tell me, did you catch the little sprat?
Yeah, I did. But it wasn't easy. It still isn't.
It works, it works.
I don't know. At least now it won't be Lelek deciding Danis's fate. And that's always a good thing.
Anything that lets you sleep at night, friend.
Forget sleep. Now I need hypnosis. Thanks for today, Abodice.
Oh no, hold on now. The night will end when I say so. Come here.
All right.
What do I care? Lead the way.
Well, yeah, I get that. At the end of the day, what heals the body and soul better than a double vodka, eh?
Food,
4.
rest, sleep.
To us, to you, to vodka. Show her your demon, Victor. Just not on my shoes.
Oh, it's not on my shoes.
Victor,
Oh.
Victor, boy. Maybe you aren't at all such a prick as Sataniswa was.
Satan. Slav. I like that. Called his dad Satanislav rather than Stanislav.
99 bottles standing on the wall.
This looks like a wild night out. Boop! Down. Victory! Yeah. Oh. Oh, roughness. Oh, he's sporting the Abe. He's got a fake beard.
Well,
yeah, he's got a fake beard.
hello,
That's not a real beard.
Sleeping Beauty.
My head's about to explode. What the hell are we doing in front of my house?
The front steps got the better of you. But Victor, to hell with that. What a night we had. Admit it. If you're looking for fun, do it with Niedzits.
Admit you had good fun. I think, yeah.
Well, I admit, it was quite...
Schmite. It was spectacular. And we both know it.
We'd better get away from here, if Ligia finds us.
Ligia! And by what fault do your eyes burn red, hot, while your mouth is like honey? You trust overmuch in my virtue?
I see you're looking after our good name, brother.
Oh dear. Apologize.
Forgive me. It won't happen again.
It won't. I'll make sure of that.
I can assure you, my darling sister, that next time I'll make it all the way to the door.
Can you make it home from here, or do you need a hand?
But those 5 rubles, remember?
So you don't have any money? Ask Lydia to pay off the... I'm not going to ask Lydia to pay it off.
If I needed a loan, it was because I'm broke.
Then go fish around at home. A gold watch of Satanisław's would come in handy. He doesn't care anymore.
Satanisław? Here, from now on you can cover your own tabs. Maybe you'll even start paying for your own telegrams.
Oh dear!
Now, pardon me, but I have things to do in life. Once you've dragged yourself home, brother, I'd like a word with you.
Oh, he's in
All right,
trouble.
Don't worry about it now. We'll have a chance to meet up. Next time, you're buying.
Next time?
So you think I'm done with you? One night like this is too little for us to be squared up. I know not why others stare, lest it's at our drinking fair.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Lygia's going to be mad.
To see Rasputin.
He's gonna punch your face.
Alright. And that is where we shall save and leave it for now. Because we're really late on dinner and I need to cook and all of that good stuffs. But thank you all for joining us this evening. Oh, that's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Thank you. Anyway, please join us as we raid out. I'd like to thank everyone for dropping by this evening. Very much appreciated. Thank you to Darkness for being the incredible mod boss that she always is. To Morbidly Morose for the incredible raid. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible community with us. A streamer's community is their greatest resource. You choosing to share yours with us means the world to me. Thanks to Mullinoff, to Summer of Corn, Game Daughter, Joeysaurus Rex 66, Seriously Not a Robot, and Love Eyes. Again, thank you for the incredible raid. Thank you for sharing your incredible community with me. It means an awful lot to me, as you well know. Now, please join us as we go and raid out. And today, we shall be raiding Gamer Bear Loki, who is playing some Pal World. So, we'll go and see how the pals are worlding in the world of Pal. So take care, have a good night, stay safe, and as always, be good. And if you can't be good at finding out where Gamer Bear Loki has stored all of his slaves. I mean minions. I meant minions. Till next time, as always, peace, you glorious, glorious bastards.